Travis Gotti in the building, man. I'm trying to promote my new channel. My old channel got deleted, but I'm out here, man. I'm still making some good videos too. So check me out, Travis Gotti Boxing. Travis Gotti and Hitman Boxing in the building, man. Yeah, like yeah, that music be going hard now. It's like I'm getting better. But they ain't gotta support the music though, cause like boxing fans, they're not even all black. A lot of them be white. They don't even listen to rap music, you know. So, but they can support the boxing and shit, and I can still do shit with the music. That shit is fun. But like, I don't know. I'm kind of like I'm just having fun at this point. I feel like I made it, and I don't give a fuck. you know, like I'm not gonna try to be extra active and shit to get the highest number of subscribers or views and compare it to other channels. I'm just like, fuck this shit. I ain't about to worry about shit. If I go broke, I'm gonna ask for donations. But I'm out here though. I'm still making moves. People just like forget to search for me and shit. Like, how do you go from watching 3 videos a day to like, oh damn, I didn't even know you had a new channel. I thought like shit. I'll be looking for it. Yeah, man. What we talking about? Who on the show today? Who? Yeah. He gonna fight like some B-level flat-footed Hispanic fighter. Is what he like to do. Is he been doing his whole career. But like long as he get a fight in, he got to get a fight in to still be able to sell the Errol Spence fight. And I think that he's gonna fight Errol Spence next year after he get a tune-up this year. That's not soon, bro. We've been asking for that fight since 2015. That mean like 2019. He rich as fuck. Like shit, he don't want to box no more. He made it. People change once they, make what they wanted to make and they achieve what they wanted to achieve. But he's still gonna need that money. That's like 7 million at least. I'm thinking, like they could make the pot like 10 million for that fight, and Keith take 70-30, take 7 million. Spencer take 3 million. He'll do it and put it on pay-per-view. Keith gonna make that fight. He's gonna have to fight. He's gonna have to fight Errol Spence next year, or like he's not gonna ever be able to fight him. Because shit, we're gonna be expecting Spence to fight Crawford. You know what I'm saying? And then they gonna have like their little shit going on. Cause one gotta lose. And Thurman killers be like over there like letting all of these bodies drop. And he'll remain undefeated while these motherfuckers beating each other and shit, and they gotta fight 3 times. Keep over there undefeated at number one, not even fighting. Yeah, sometimes the WBA say that the super champion they gotta fight mandatories, but then other times they make the regular champion the super champions mandatory, like Jacobs and Triple G. That was a mandatory.
Can't hear me. Can y'all hear me now? They should be able to hear me now a little bit better. But so okay,
They
so
hear
we
me?
got if we got Keith Thurman and Errol Spence next year. I know Errol Spence said he wanted to fight the winner of Danny and Porter. Who you got between them two?
Well, I think that Danny Garcia is gonna beat Shawn Porter. I didn't used to think that, especially when Danny Garcia first moved up to welterweight and fought Paulie. But Shawn Porter is like a basic fighter. He just do the same things over and over. He has a pattern. He's rough, but he just have one style. So Danny Garcia gonna counter his ass when he coming in and probably knock his ass out.
I was
If
thinking
he
that
better
same
not,
shit.
he better not get knocked out by Danny Garcia. Like, and then that'd be his third loss of his career. Like that'll be fucked up. Cause what you done lost to Keith, you done lost to Kell Brook, you done got knocked out by Danny. Shit, so you couldn't get the Spence fight. And you got knocked out by Danny. Porter, you gonna be fucked up, bro. You better start like acting right and stop acting Hollywood and stuck up and shit. Cause you gonna need the fans in a minute. You get your ass whooped real good. Ain't nobody gonna be like talking about you fighting these Spence and Crawford and Thurman who's undefeated. Like you out of the equation, bro. You might be able to get Amir Khan.
He's not even in the same league as those guys. But I remember you dropped a video where Shawn Porter did an interview, and it was the same story that you told about him.
Yeah, that shit did seem like the same story, like that I gave. I didn't know if that was just me or like he really did that shit. That's why I made the video to see how people thought what people thought. But that shit seemed exactly the same. I was like tripping out listening to that shit. Like, what the fuck? This nigga. I think that he did though. I think that he did steal our story and use it as his to be fake on TV.
See, I
And
wouldn't.
like the whole time when I'm talking to him and I'm around him, he's not acting like he's observing like how I'm behaving and shit and listen carefully to every word. He's just like acting calm and like he's just going along with the moment. But this dude is like remembering everything and even can repeat it. Like what the fuck? That shit tripped me out.
He don't seem like the type of guy to do some shit like that. At least from the interviews, you say he's a little
Well,
different in person.
not it's not really like a bad thing. He is just proud of the moment when like he had fanboys. Just like he was a fanboy of Marvin Hagler. I was his fanboy. And he's proud of it. That's why he remembered it. And he probably it's something that he honors.
Yeah.
And he used his to explain, you know, our mine or whatever. You know. It ain't a bad thing, but it's just like kind of fake though to the people that you're telling the story to, because like that ain't really your story. I don't know. But it was a fun video to make. I'll be trying to find creative ways to talk shit about Shawn Porter. Like, cause he never really fucked with me like I fucked with him. I was riding for him in them videos, on Keith Thurman. And he like never added me on social media, never responded to a comment, like never showed up to a live. Like he never did shit. And I seen him responding to other fans and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I
Yeah.
guess you must have got busy or something after you commented on that shit, because I know you read this shit. And he just like never acknowledged me unless we was at a fight. That shit pissed me the fuck off. I was like quiet about it forever though. I just wasn't saying shit. But
Shit.
until like that video where I had the Danny Garcia on the cover, and I was talking about like his girl being a house on the prairie or some shit. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. Then I started talking shit about him and let it all out. That dude don't act like a normal person. He act like he's a fucking Hollywood star and shit that's not shooting a movie at that moment. But they're just so fabulous. They just look like they're always at a camera shoot. That dude is weird, man.
Well, shit. If he get knocked out by Danny Garcia, he ain't gonna be Hollywood no more. I know that.
Yeah,
Um,
because you can't just chase down fights, and then when you get the fight that you chase to get, you get your ass whooped. He
and
should have like worked on making himself a bigger draw, because he's getting big paydays and being in big fights, but that's only because he's a strong B side. But he ain't never even had a show in Ohio, not a big one, I don't think. Like Spence had in Texas, or even Robert Easter and Broner was having in Ohio.
yeah,
Now he was selling like a lot of tickets and shit. He never did that. He always fought in New York or Vegas. So now when you fall off, You ain't gonna be able to be in the big fights, but you ain't really got no paying fan base outside of those big fights in New York and Vegas. So now you fucked. You know, like Amir Khan is over there in the UK selling 8,000 tickets to fight a fucking bum. You know,
Wait,
that's a
he
lot of
announced his
fucking
next fight,
tickets.
right?
Oh, Samuel Vargas. Yep, and he gonna probably sell 10,000 tickets to this one to fight a bum.
Oh my
But
god.
but Shawn Porter can't go fight a bum for 10,000 and sell 10,000 tickets.
Nah.
Not even 5,000. Because Bradley couldn't even sell more than 4,000, more than 5,000. He's like done, like getting paid forever unless you can get Victor Ortiz or Brandon Rios or some shit. He gonna fall way down the totem pole. It's gonna be fucked up. He gonna get deleted. I hope the nigga win, man. I hope he win, but I think he gonna lose, and it's
Oh,
gonna be fucked up. He's done,
oh shit.
man.
Shout out to Shawn Porter, man. He gonna get knocked the fuck out by Danny. That's how I got it planned out. If you just
I
joining us,
might I might go to church with him and shit if he get knocked out by Danny. Like I'm gonna go to church with him that next day on that Sunday morning, cause that's like gonna hurt. You know, not just the punch and shit, but you just failed every time that you fought for a belt after you lost it, and you got knocked the fuck out. Now you're irrelevant as far as the big fights. Like you just gotta play the background while everybody else is talking about fights that you can't get. You know, that nigga ain't gonna be getting paid. He was even getting just like one fight a year now, while he's been talked about in the public eye. Just one fight a year. I think
shit,
one year.
has he fought this year? He fought Adrian Granados this year, right? Or was that last year?
I don't know, but he fought somebody on Facebook one time because he couldn't even like put it on TV, and he fought it on Facebook. They had like some special because he still wanted to have an opponent because Keith did some shit or something. That shit was like kind of whack as fuck.
Oh, Leonardo Tyner, that the exhibition, right, on Facebook.
Yeah, but you know, Terence Crawford out here fighting on iPhone apps and shit. So like, what the fuck is these fighters? And what was that? The other one he was fighting on Facebook. This motherfucker's crazy.
Yeah, I don't get why they got Crawford fighting on what was that, Pinterest Live or some shit. No, he was fighting on
It
ESPN
was on
app
the
or something.
ESPN app to hide the public, hide Crawford from the public so they can keep lying to people and saying that Lomachenko is number one pound for pound.
Nope, never, never that. He not
That's
number
what they
one.
doing. But that's what they got him at, you know, or they try to say that he's like better than Crawford.
Yeah, they always ride with him over Crawford. I noticed.
And Lomachenko he done went out like a fucking fraud with that fucking shoulder brace. And I'm disappointed in Jared Hurd. You know, I guess you got to do what you got to do. But that nigga did some fraud shit too. He threw a fucking shoulder brace on too. And
Yeah,
then
what's
now
up with that?
he's saying that he can't even fight Jermell this year or some shit because his shit still hurt. Some stupid shit. Like you ducked Laura to fake that shit, and now you gonna duck Jermell or put that shit off longer because you did some dumb shit. I don't know, man.
He seemed like he
These
had wanted
niggas.
that fight. He seemed like he wanted to fight Charlo, but
No,
yeah, this injury
yeah,
shit.
he
I
did
don't.
want to fight Charlo. That's like the fight that we really wanted.
Yeah,
He had the two belts, and then Charlo had the WBC. We didn't really care about Saddam having the WBO,
nah.
you know, because that's like he had just get beat up anyways. That was our fight, and Jerry Hurd is like putting it off and shit. He ducked Eris Landy Laura and Jermell Charlo. Like, damn, bro, fuck is going on? But you know, he really was the type of person that would duck fighters. You remember like when he won the belt, and like Kell Brook was he had his IBF, but he wanted to move up, and Jerry Hurd had the IBF for 154. Like Jerry Hurd was nowhere to be found, and I thought he was just like babysitting for Brook, but he just wasn't participating in no, you know, debates about like opponents and shit. We was talking about him, but wasn't even like doing interviews or doing saying nothing.
What you talking about? Hurd?
Yeah, yeah, he like wasn't chasing fights. after he won that belt, and
After he,
everybody else was like calling him out, and he just didn't respond. And now he's ducking the other champions. Like
nah,
he shouldn't be surviving.
you remember what he said about Kell Brook though? He said he would take Kell Brook as a tune-up for Jermell.
See, he's like turning into a fraud when you doing shit like that because Kell Brook is a welterweight. Like, why can't you take? You could take that fucking Jamie dude as a tune-up, but why you got to take fighters from other divisions as a tune-up when you like fake the injury? He wasn't even hurt. He just said that shit because the WBA was made lower his mandatory after he beat him. Fake an injury, you ain't got to make the fight. Other words, he's your mandatory, or you're gonna get stripped if you don't go through with the fight. Now you get to keep his belt and lower fight somebody else.
This
He like
motherfucker.
became a fraud, bro. And not with that shit alone, the fake injury, and now you chasing smaller fighters and shit in smaller weight classes like Triple G was doing. And he's the biggest fucking junior middleweight out there too.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Looking for smaller fighters and shit for a big payday.
I was never
And
really that big on her to begin with, though, man. Like, I ain't a big
yeah,
fan of his.
well, but he got those two belts. So like, if you number one, even if we not a fan, we want to see him make the other fights. You know,
Yeah,
like I
unifying
want to
shit.
just see Jermell get the fight and shit, knock him out.
I think Jamel. I think he knocks him out too, bro. Like, I think that's easy work. Not easy, but I think he beats her. That motherfucker there to be hit.
Damn, how long we been on this thing?
Like
I
15,
don't know,
20.
cause like I didn't even have the camera on and shit. I usually do, but I kind of got blown too, got too blown before we went live.
Yo, if you
But
just joining us, I got Travis Gotti here. Hit that like button. Go subscribe to
Travis
his
got
channel. I'll leave a
here. They'll
link in the
run up on
description.
you with that gat, with your money. Yeah, I've been making boxing videos in the YTBC. That's what it was back then. I'm gonna bring it back. Fuck the LDBC. But I've been making videos ever since 2015, talking shit about these fighters and shit that deserve shit to get talked about them. And just because I feel like it, cause a fighter. That's like the way I deal with life. Somebody pissed me off, I just go and make a boxing video and slaughter somebody, expose the fuck out of somebody that was pissing me off, or even if they wasn't, just like nigga, fuck you, because
Man,
this shit is funny and it's
the
gonna make
crazy
me some money.
the crazy thing is, man, like when you had left, it was like I'm not even see, I like to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? I like
Yeah,
boxing knowledge and I like entertainment. And you bring the two together, which is mainly why I made my motherfucking channel. So
right.
when I don't have that shit, it's like, damn, I gotta listen to some. It's hard listening to some of these motherfuckers on here, man. You know,
Shit, you don't even gotta listen to boxing videos though, just because got a boxing channel.
shit, I be trying to pass the time sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
You don't pass the time listening to rap music. You like to listen to these motherfuckers. Cause I
That
like
they-
most of the time I don't be watching no boxing videos. I
hey,
be
you
too
know,
busy trying to like edit my music and make boxing my own boxing videos, so I can't really like. And then I gotta review my videos if I'm like fucking up and shit. I don't got no time. And it's a good thing because motherfuckers be talking shit in those videos that you go and watch.
yeah, I
But
didn't came across a couple,
but
but
like the good thing about them talking shit about you in their videos, and this is why I'm being interactive in the community, is like they're promoting your channel. And when I first started my channel, I was like the most controversial, outspoken. I had everybody talking shit about me, and everybody wanted to hear what I was talking about because of it. You know, so you gotta fuck with these other channels and shit out here, or even piss them off so they'll talk about you. But your name gotta be out there, or your shit ain't gonna really grow that fast. Cause I've been active as fuck, and that shit is like moving slow than a motherfucker. I'm ready to get paid off of this shit. I'm almost like, once you hit 1,000, you can get paid from the videos and you can do the super chat. But up until then, you can't do none of that shit.
you
You
want a
just
thousand
gotta
yet?
say, I'm at like 982, and that
Oh,
shit
you
was like, it's like took about 3 weeks to get 12 from 970, to 982. Like 3 weeks. Like fuck.
Oh, you at
I gotta get
984. You gonna
I
get that
gotta
shit
get out
easy.
there. Like this shit ain't been growing worth of shit.
You know,
But
once you
yeah,
hit that
I've been out here
1,000, it's
though
easy though.
3 years. But after a year, I was pretty much like I pretty much made it. I started showing up to fights and shit. You know, shit. These niggas know who I am and shit on your channel.
They don't, but they need to go
But
ahead and subscribe though.
some people they are like, what the fuck? They'd just be hearing about me and shit. It's like I just found your channel. I'm like, what the fuck? Boxing like loses a lot of fans and then it gains a lot of fans because the bullshit that goes on. Like Triple G fans might disappear, and then we have new boxing fans as Lomachenko fans. But we thought that it was the Triple G fans switching sides, but Triple G fans just said fuck boxing. It's some bullshit how they cheated him against Canelo. I ain't watching this shit no more. And then Lomachenko fans and shit just pop out of nowhere.
You know what?
What time is it?
Speaking of Triple G, I mean, what you make of this whole Canelo Triple G
Oh yeah,
rematch?
my oh yeah. Hold on, let me add this on top of that. Like, and a perfect example of that like the fans that stop watching boxing. You ain't really see too many Filipino fans of Triple G, and they went from Pacquiao to Triple G. They just
That's where
stopped
all the
watching
energy
boxing,
went.
and we got like these new boxing fans, like fucking power white racists and shit. But go ahead, what you say? What
Nah, but
after?
to jump on that too, that's they transferring over to Lomachenko too though. Don't forget that.
Yeah, he's like the next hype job, but
Yeah.
he can't even like take control of one weight class and shit. He got to jump around, but he can't fight everybody. You
Nah,
know?
he picks and chooses who he's at. What one? His last fight was at 135, right?
Yeah, but he
He need
fought like some slow dude or some shit.
and still
He
got
didn't.
dropped on his ass.
Yeah, that dude, and even the punch that dropped him was slow as hell. And don't he ain't gonna want to fight Mikey Garcia. He really would never fight Robert Easter Jr. either. He wouldn't even fight that African dude that Robert Easter Jr. fought. That
Oh,
dude would beat
Comey,
his ass.
Comey.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Comey's nice though. I like him. Um, Shit, he need
Yep.
to. He really need to move down to back to 130, man. 135 is too much for him. And I'm conflicted with this Mikey Garcia shit. But if Mikey Garcia land on him, that motherfucker gonna go down. He not getting up. That's just the reality of
Who
the
on Robert
situation.
Easter?
If Mikey lands on Lomachenko, he not
Oh
getting
yeah,
up.
like yeah, Lomachenko is like small as fuck. You know, he really like should be at 130 trying to hold it down, but it's more money in like being a fucking hype job and moving up in weight when you shouldn't, so you can win belts that you don't really need and run away from the weight class you're supposed to be at. He's just like this is the reason why Mikey had beat his ass because he's somewhere he don't belong because he's being a hype job. And Mikey Garcia, like shit, I think he's a hype job talking about fighting Errol Spence. Cause like he'll get fucked up. He's like a lightweight. He dropped his 140 belt and went down to what 135. How the fuck you gonna beat Errol Spence? You want
He
it to
re-
be smaller and not bigger. You know what I'm
he
saying?
he need to not go up to 147 and fight um Spence. That's not a good move for him. That's not a good move.
He
If
need
he
to
want,
just stay at 130. He could just be talking shit too. He needs to just stay at 135 and like fight all Mexicans. Like on their way out. Or no, even at 147, he could fight like Rios, Ortiz, uh, who was this? Jesse Vargas or some shit. He can fight him. He can fight all of these washed up Mexicans on their way out and like just make big fights forever. Just like fuck it.
you know what? Matter of fact, who you got between Easter and Mikey?
Mikey, because like
Yeah,
I'm hearing that like Robert Easter Jr. is looking bad in all of his fights. What you doing?
his last
Yo,
three
what
he
the
looked
fuck you
like shit.
doing? You hot? Oh, okay. Well then, like, shit, make it like rotate around the room. This is like, what the fuck? But yeah, I used to think that Robert Easter Jr. would win that fight. Just because he was tall, had some reach, and Mikey was acting like he didn't want it. So Mikey acting like he didn't want it made me think that Robert Easter Jr. would win it. But then he started looking bad against every C-level Mexican he fought. I heard he even deserved to lose one of them fights that he just fought. But
Fortuna?
yeah, that's the one. They said they gave him a decision, but he really deserved to lose.
You ain't see that fight?
No, I think I might have been locked up.
Oh my god, this nigga, he lost that fight to Fortuna, bro. Like for sure. And that shit was in that shit was probably in Brooklyn or some shit. But he lost that motherfucking fight to Fortuna. He lost to Shafikov before that. I thought I thought the
To
Comey
who?
fight was kind of close, but
Yeah, I didn't even see that one.
you see Shafikov either.
No, maybe I've
This
just been
nigga,
missing out on Robert Easter. They don't even cover him like that in the news and nothing. You know?
he's what about 6 feet tall, right?
Shit. Yeah, five
This
eleven.
nigga,
I think
this
what it
nigga's
is.
like 5'11" and he fights like he's 5'5". He don't use his reach, his height. He don't use none of that shit when he be fighting these little dudes. I don't get it. He don't get
Maybe
knocked out
because
by
he
Mikey.
ain't good enough to do it.
You don't think so?
That's like the only explanation. He's not good enough to stay on the outside and set up his shots. The only way he know how to fight is like a street nigga. Just go forward and try to hurt them as much as you can without getting hurt. That's all he know how to do. He from the hood. Like Broner, we be thinking he's gonna be another Floyd, but he can be like Floyd, but he be getting his ass whooped still. That's all he's capable of doing. And we just think that like sky's the limit, but no, they're limited.
Yeah.
That's all he can. He's doing the best that he can do. He's just not good enough. It happens.
Damn. Damn. That's just
They,
facts.
yeah, he might be able to find something else he can do. He's still undefeated, so he's rich, but he's about to get his ass whooped. You know, you already can't beat like motherfuckers is way shorter than you and shit. Cherry picks. I don't know. I thought that he was good though when I first heard about him.
Who Easter?
Yeah,
I
but
thought he was too,
I
man.
guess he
But
can't really clearly beat these Mexicans he's fighting, and they be cherry picks because he didn't want to fight like that African dude again. I heard they like ordered that or some shit.
oh yeah, Comey.
One of
That was a close fight, and he got dropped in that fight too.
I thought he lost that shit.
Yeah.
Like, and they just gave it to him. This dude is winning like multiple robberies now. Yeah, he need to get his ass whooped. If you in the sport, like, deserve to lose to the African and to some people, and then you deserve to lose to a Fortuna, and then you win, like, they got some bullshit going on down there in Ohio. This nigga won't lose on the scorecards even if he get his ass whooped.
Oh, and they fighting in L.A. too. That Mikey fight gonna be in L.A., so you already know what's about to happen. You
Yo,
already
one of the
know.
fans of my channel, like, he's gonna pay for my ticket to go to that fight. Like, I'm about to have him do it right now so I can pick it up and have it.
Oh, you going to
You
that shit?
know?
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, but like he and a boxing fan is just gonna pay for it. Just because he want to hang out with Travis Gotti. And it all happened like within an hour of me asking for it on my channel. I was just trying to see if somebody would actually do it. And
Yeah,
people
that's what's up.
always do that shit. They always like if I ask for some shit, somebody would do that shit. Long because they know I'm not greedy, But as long as I'm just start all the time, that shit come out of nowhere, bro. It's like my money is unlimited. Whatever I want, I just ask them on the internet, and it's just like there, electronically making it rain in different, accounts and shit connected to different emails. Like, what the fuck? Motherfuckers all the way in fucking Asia sending me money. you know,
That's what's up though, man. It's you gotta support
but
your if you like these channels,
that's
you gotta
like
support
that's
them.
yeah. They ain't really got to though. They doing it just to show love because they see that I'm trying, and they've been fucking with me for so long. It's just like I'm gonna help my boy out. They ain't got to. They just want to and shit.
So what do you make of
Cause
this
like that's
Canelo
cause that's
Triple G
cause I'm
rematch?
loyal to what I do and shit too. I don't be like acting like Triple G. I ain't been getting paid for none of this shit, and I still be making a lot of videos and put a lot of work into my channel. So like right now, while I'm not getting paid, people will like pay for shit because I'm still doing my job. I'm just an intern right now. Make sure y'all subscribe to my new channel, Travis Gotti Boxing.
And if you need a link to the channel, it's right here in the description. In
I'll
the
try to
chat,
post it
rather.
on the
It's right there.
video, but like y'all gonna have to add me if y'all ain't. Oh, we on your shit. Yeah, you got all of them people. Yeah, you add Travis Gotti Boxing. You might have a lot of new boxing fans too that might not even know who I am.
Oh, they going they gonna know
Times
today.
the times be changing like a motherfucker.
But
Cause
oh
like
yeah,
the
shout
Lennox
out to
Lewis
sporting
fans
icons
didn't
too.
really like know nothing about Tyson fans. Fuck it. Add my new channel. What other boxer is doing some fraud shit? What's going on in boxing?
Let's see, we got Canelo and Triple G. They refused to do any sort of promotion for the fight, like press conferences and shit like that.
They
Um,
refuse. That's Triple G refusing.
you think so?
Yeah, like they're not just that mad at each other that they don't want to sell the fight. That's like how you sell the fight and get a lot of pay-per-view buys. But like Triple G just probably said, "Fuck you." I'm gonna take the 45% and I ain't gonna do shit else. But show up to the fight. And you gonna pay me. Triple G's been like responsible for like every holdup outside of that Canelo bad meat shit. But the reason that the fight didn't happen, but by talking shit, that shit was fucking 3 months away from the fight. He just didn't want to fight on it. And he got forced to. And now he got a fucking firing squad about to kill his ass 3 times.
He ain't walking out with no W. That's for sure.
That's
There's
impossible. And
there's
like
no way he's winning
it's
that
to the
fight.
point where he might not even really be covered that much on the network after he lose because of how he was acting. You can't do that fuckboy shit and act like, get the big head. And then when you take a setback, think you just gonna receive the same love. It's like fuck us, so it's fuck you. You know, you abandon us, now we're gonna abandon you. You want to fight bums in smaller weight classes and lose belts, so fuck you. He gonna be gone. And you got other fighters, and that's just one loss. You got other fighters like Berto that done lost fucking 5 times. They gonna keep giving this dude fights because he never did the fuckboy shit. He'll
Yeah.
fight until you make him look like an alien, and he'll just keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? He knew that Porter was gonna fuck him up with them headbutts before the fight ever happened.
Hell yeah.
When they was promoting the fight, he was shook because he knew Porter was just gonna ram his ass with his head, and he did. And then they act like Berto was done after that fight, and he was just like, "It's part of the game." He just go along with the flow. He respect like the politics of boxing, and he just don't act like a hoe. If he get his ass with or whatever, and then Triple G lose one fight, you gone. Watch. I guarantee it. His
No, you.
fucking sanctioning body even like start threatening him because he wouldn't make the Canelo fight. Ain't no way that they're gonna still like you and be nice to you just because you gave them what they wanted. They had to force you. You know what I'm saying? So you're not doing it
Yeah.
willingly. You making me force you to do things that you don't want to do now that you should be doing. So now it's like a bad relationship. They ain't gonna never give him that fucking decision. And
He's
Canelo's like he's not even gonna like survive to make it there because Canelo's gonna be fucking juiced the fuck up, and he's gonna knock Canelo Triple G the fuck out.
yo. If
Hell
he
no,
knock
it's like
if he
it's
knock
like
Triple G out, oh my god.
being cool with the manager. McDonald's just started doing random drug tests, but you real cool with the manager, and they the ones that know when the drug test is gonna be coming and shit. They set it up, so you ain't got to take the drug test. Make everybody else do it. Mauricio loved Canelo. He defended him cheating, so that means he think it's okay. Triple G about to die. That's what I said in my video. I was like, "Good luck, bitch. You're gonna die," or some shit like that. It sounded like shitty as fuck. I had to like kind of clean it up a little bit.
You can't say shit bad about Triple G on here though, man. You know how many of my videos got blocked because of mature content? Because I was talking shit about Triple G. That shit ain't
Straight up.
no coincidence.
Did
I
you
ain't
like?
no fuck.
Did you like mention his race?
No, I never said nothing about his race. I was just talking shit about him.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's like he's a different race than you too. Mature. Yeah, yeah. You cussing all of the videos though. Yeah, he's a different race than you, so it's more offensive. Like if it was a white person criticizing a white person, then that's one thing. But you got black people talking shit about white people on the internet. Yeah, we gonna censor your ass. And we gonna kick you off of the fucking internet too, like we did Travis Gotti. We got his ass up out of here. The fucking boxing fans started paying him when we stopped paying him. Shit, then we start striking his ass out. We would strike your ass out. Shit.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because I used to say like some fucked up shit about Floyd Mayweather. Like I would say stuff like, "I hope somebody beat your ass. Somebody need to beat the fuck out of you, like right now on the streets. Not even they can't beat you in a boxing ring. Beat your ass on the streets, like they be beating your ass in the fat burgers and shit." Like I'm saying that this guy needs to be attacked. I'm basically I'm really like some people might listen to me say this shit. It needs to happen, and they gonna do it. So I'm like putting a hit on this nigga or some shit. I said they need to burn his cars, set his cars on fire. 4 days later, somebody did it.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah,
They
and
set
like
this shit on fire.
and I'm saying all of this shit about Floyd Mayweather, and nothing ever happens, and I know nothing is gonna happen. But then I say like, Triple G is gay because he came over here from Asia, and where he's supposed to be looking like Bruce Lee, but he moving to America and making himself look white with plastic surgeries and doing gay shit. And y'all okay with it. Because y'all okay with motherfuckers doing gay shit to gain support in another country they ain't from. And they gonna fucking strike my channel down because of that shit.
He
Like,
said
that
his
is
mother.
some fucking gay shit. Like, why would you just come to America and knock people out? But you want to make yourself look like the people that you want support from. And you do, like, I used to think Master P was gay for doing that plastic surgery. And he made his cheeks bigger. And like, cause he used to look like a dope thing, even while he was like a multi-millionaire, like 300 million. He looked like he was a dope dealer. That nigga made his fucking cheeks fatter. It like look like a baby's cheeks. Like that's some gay shit.
He really got plastic surgery?
Master P, yeah.
I
And
didn't
that
even know
shit
about
like
that
worked.
shit.
He started looking like, chubby and shit. Like it changed his whole everything. That shit was like kind of weird. But the fact that you like got ghetto dope, make crack like this, you know, there they go, let's get them, and then you getting like plastic surgery on your cheeks and shit. You laid up like a bitch while they working on your face. That's like not no hood shit to be doing, not at all.
Oh
Fuck that.
shit.
I'm just gonna look how the fuck I look until I eat too much and get fat. This nigga got some fucking plastic, some meat added to his cheeks and shit.
I ain't
So
never
who the
heard no
fuck
shit like that.
who did that shit in boxing that I was talking about? I
Damn, I
had to
don't forgot
bro
who the fuck we was talking about. Shit. Um.
Oh,
Oh,
Triple
Triple G.
G.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like they struck my shit down over that shit. Cause it's like making fun of somebody's race. Not to mention I was like calling them white bitches and shit. That's like racial insult. You can call them a bitch, and that's just like, that word. But then when you call them a white bitch, you're being racist.
I think that might have been one of the
It's some
only videos I ever cried to because I was laughing so motherfucking hard. That
Yeah.
shit. That shit killed me.
I used to snap on him. Like I'm gonna have to try to find that video I made when after he won the Daniel Jacobs robbery and he was looking like depressed. They said he was injured, when he wasn't injured, he was injured emotionally and mentally. And I made a video about it, like feeling so rewarded and excited about that shit. That shit was crazy. And I just went on for 30 minutes, like talking in a real shitty tone. It was almost like the guy that I've just been obsessed with forever finally failed, and it's the best moment of my life. And I'm still shitty about it. Like that shit was crazy, man.
Damn.
I was listening to that video over and over after I posted it. I'm like, damn, I really was like meaning that shit. you know, I don't really give a fuck about it that much no more. But
Shit was funny as hell though.
a lot of times I was like just forcing it to, just trying to be funny. Not with Triple G. I was forcing myself to do it because I know his fucking fans is gonna talk shit and act stupid.
To be honest with you, man, I don't like either one of them motherfuckers, and their videos don't do well enough for me to want to talk about the motherfuckers on a
Which
consistent
one?
basis. Canelo, Triple G, either one of them motherfuckers.
Nah, I don't like either one of them motherfuckers either. Cause like they both do fraud shit and bullshit. I used to like Canelo, but he turned into a fraud as soon as he beat Cotto. And he's always like to fight like aggressive guys or whatever. But like he been cheating motherfuckers ever since he beat Cotto. Like he fucked Amir Khan up and almost killed him. And then he like made Chavez Jr. almost kill himself to make the weight, and then he almost killed him in the ring. And he wouldn't do the drug test with Liam Smith either. They canceled that shit like halfway through the camp.
Yeah.
And you know, like Triple G uses smaller gloves, but that's kind of like it's still gloves and shit. He ain't juiced the fuck up. I'd rather fight somebody with smaller gloves than fight somebody that's juiced the fuck up. Like I met this chick. What is she like? Born a woman, but she wanted to live her life like a man, right?
Right.
And she take like testosterone shots and shit. And this bitch is like strong as fuck, like a man. If you shake her hand, she's gonna feel stronger than you, and she's not even trying to do it. So like, that's what fucking steroids do to people. It make you like a fucking superhuman and shit. That's gonna be Canelo up in there, fucking Triple G up. And that's what he been doing ever since he fucking won the belt. So like, fuck that. You know, I like to watch. Everybody in boxing is a fraud, though. You know, so I like to watch they fights, but they are some fucking frauds. And Errol Spence is the newest fraud.
All right, let's talk about that. What's up with that? I ain't peeped the last video you made about
Errol
I
Spence
think
is gonna duck Terence Crawford completely. I People don't really want to hear Errol Spence is a fraud and people talking harsh about him either. I did that once and it had a bad. It wasn't received well, but he is being a fraud. He acting just like Thurman was acting towards him, but he was acting all hard and shit. You know, chasing Thurman off of the block, and you want to fight everybody and shit. You the best welterweight and the most feared. Like now you getting ran off of the block and you acting like a hoe, making excuses. I don't know. I don't play that shit because I'm 34 years old. I think this nigga like 25. I've been watching boxing before this nigga was alive. You know what I'm saying? And I was just dissing Thurman, who I really felt closer to because that's what made my channel blow up. I'm dissing him for you, just trying to keep it real, and now you ain't keeping it real. You know, you doing the same shit. Fuck you, nigga. You like I said, I was watching boxing before your ass was born. I ain't finna fucking like start being nice to you, ducking fighters after I diss like everybody else. Fuck you. I can't wait until you get knocked the fuck out too. Like he take a test, he dead.
who?
That nigga done. Errol Spence. We don't even know how he gonna perform once he take a test. He don't like drug tests.
He gonna have
Like
to take a test when he fight the winner,
that shit
Danny
is
and
gonna make yeah. But like, and then say if he lose to Danny Garcia because he had to take a drug test, that's gonna be fucked up, bro. He get knocked out by a counterpunch. He gonna like be done immediately. You can't come back from that shit. You know, I don't know. You can't come back from losing to Danny Garcia when you had to take a fucking drug test for the first time?
No,
Because
that would
everybody,
look suspect though. I
yeah,
I
because
agree with you
everybody
on that.
think that you would just wipe Danny Garcia out. he he might not even be good without steroids though. Like, why won't you take the fucking test? And I looked at his stomach and shit. He's definitely on some juice.
I mean, he took the drug test for Kell Brook. He got tested for that fight, and he broke this man's eye socket. So,
Kell Brook quit,
because his
but
eye was both his eyes was broken.
he said his shit was broken. But he just said that because he quit and he want to make it sound good.
That nigga got two metal
But
plates in his face.
he did win that fight with Kell Brook, but he got his ass whooped in that fight too. It was like a entertaining fight and back and forth, but not back and forth like it was. The rounds was close. He got destroyed for the first half of the fight, and then he destroyed Kell Brook for the second half and finished him.
That's
Like,
true.
that fight told me a lot about Errol Spence. He couldn't dodge like some simple shit that Brook was catching him with. Brook was hitting him clean and hard. You
He
shouldn't
was
be
getting
getting hit
outboxed.
like that, and you like in your mid 20s and shit. You can't move your head. Like Floyd could just like study that punch and he can dodge it like that and shit. You getting punched hard as fuck, and he was like that. Floyd was like that in his late 30s. You in your mid 20s getting caught. I don't know, man. Errol Spence will wipe that motherfucker out. Kell Brook might win a rematch if like his eyes don't get fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
He too fragile right now, man.
He just quit too much like a bitch.
And he fighting bums too. So, but Terence Crawford, man, Terence Crawford already said he want to let the fight marinate. He over with Top Rank, man. That shit ain't gonna be easy to make.
He didn't
That's
say
not an
he
easy
said he
fight.
want to make the fight marinate.
He said he wanted the fight to marinate.
I think I seen like a headline that said that shit, and it pissed me the fuck off, and I was gonna diss the fuck out of him, but I just ignored it and smoked some weed or something. Or, I don't know, just forgot. Cause like, how the fuck I'm dissing Errol Spence because Errol Spence saying that he want to do some shit on his side of the street first before he fights you, and I'm dissing the fuck out of him for that. And then you over there fighting on iPhone apps talking about you want to let some shit marinate. Like, you done fucked up my relationship with Errol Spence because I'm trying to keep it real. Now you just fucked it all up, made it not worth it. But
They
I don't
they
know,
both
man. You
they
know,
both trying to make as much money as possible in that fight because that's the fight at 147. You know what I'm saying?
now you know what I think it is.
What?
I think like Terence Crawford really. I don't want to use the word fraud, but he's like he knew that he wasn't gonna get the Errol Spence fight when he called him out. When he started talking all that shit, he knew that he wasn't ever gonna get that fight. Cause like you a top rank, bro. You know, Errol Spence got his own shit going on. But he started dissing him for fame, and now he's talking about marinate because he ran out of other shit to say. He knew, and when I like put two and two together and figured that shit out, it's like kind of feel like you've been like he's a fraud. Why the fuck is you talking shit and like got us talking about this fight that you calling this guy out? You know you can't get, you ain't gonna get. You know, just keep your mouth shut and fight the fighters that you can fight. Because now, like, we're begging for this fight that's never gonna happen. I didn't know that it'd be Errol Spence like acting like that. Maybe the networks. Steven Espinosa is saying, no, we're not doing business with them, not Errol Spence. That shit kind of fucked up. Nigga acting like a
How,
little bitch right about now.
how much Terence Crawford made? 3 million off his last fight. He made 3 million to fight Horn.
He
I
made
think
three, yeah,
Spence
three
made 3 million too.
million
Okay.
to fight like a guy that he knew he was gonna dominate because he wasn't shit. And like Thurman had to fight Garcia in that big fight to get 3 million. They trying to pay Crawford to keep him happy and keep him over at ESPN. You know, they ain't finna let him get destroyed by Spence if that, or even the possibility of it happening. Fuck no, they're investing too much money in this guy. We're investing that money like so you can fucking remain undefeated and number one, not go across the street and get your ass beat the fuck up and come back
Exactly.
over here with
Ex-
like a loss and no belt. Like we've been having this belt with our promotion for 10 years, and you want to go over there, get your ass beat by a bigger fighter on juice. You know, they ain't gonna let that shit happen. Even if he wanted to. He know what time it is. That's why it pissed me off at him. It pissed me off at Spence for not wanting it and Crawford for calling him out, knowing that he ain't gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But sometimes you gotta diss motherfuckers for fame, you know. Nobody wouldn't give a fuck about Bud no more. Dude, undisputed champion, and they saying Lomachenko is number one pound for pound. You know, he's talking about moving up, but nobody cares because we want to see Spence and Thurman. And they got Porter and Shawn over there. Like they got everybody. Even the lower level big names like Brennan Rios and Victor Ortiz and shit. Nobody's talking about Terence Crawford. So you attach your name to the biggest name, the one that's like making the most noise, and that's Errol Spence, and start dissing him, you know, so you can ride his wave. He's becoming extremely popular. We're gonna diss him so we can get some of that popularity and sell some tickets, knowing we ain't going, knowing that you was being a fraud because you wasn't gonna get that fight and you knew it.
And that's how you do that shit. But I mean,
I just was look. I just was being a fraud. Like I called out Charlie Zulanov, pound for pound number one, the dude that fought Wilder, right?
yeah,
And I knew he, and I said like fight me once, and I do it bare fist, and then we do it like however you want to do it after that. I knew he wasn't gonna take that fight because I'm saying no gloves, you know, no way he's gonna fucking take that. But even by him not taking it and not responding to that, I used it to say that he ducked me, you know, and then got some fame off of it. And I knew I was being a fraud because I knew the response and I did it. But
hey, he didn't
I guess
respond
we
to you at
all,
all.
nope, this dude like really scared of me. He called me out though. I really was gonna fight him because he called me out like 2015 when I first started growing my channel and I was dissing Kell Brook. He was like a fanboy of Kell Brook. It was like seeming gay. Like if I diss Kell Brook this week and then he gonna come back and call me out and want to fight, act all pissed off, and then even 7 days later when I done talked about all these other fighters, and then I just killed Brook, and he come back and like he's extremely pissed off, talking shit on Twitter. You know, sending like 5 unanswered tweets and shit like that. Like, what the fuck? You want to fight? He don't want to fight now because it would be me giving him some publicity, some then, you know, bringing him up. But now it'll be him kind of like putting me back out there, and he ain't trying to give me that shot. Can't blame him because I didn't put him on when he called me out.
Damn, they
But
wilding in
I
that
guess we
chat.
all do some fraud shit.
They
I really
wilding
want to
right
fight
now.
him though. But yeah,
Charlie Z.
Crawford calling out. Hey, we both live in LA. We need to make that happen. I'll raise some thousands of dollars. But yeah, Crawford calling out Spence, knowing he ain't gonna get that fight. Fucking Spence calling out Thurman, knowing that he wasn't gonna get that fight back in the day. But he's gonna get it. Like I think next year. And
You
that's the
think
fight
Keith
that's gonna
Thurman will
happen.
retire after that shit?
Nah, like Keith Thurman about like 29, you know, 28 or 29. He was always gonna lose a few fights and shit. He was never gonna be like a fighter like Floyd or even like Sugar Ray Leonard because he's only barely better than these average fighters that we got in boxing, like Danny and Shawn Porter. He's just barely better. 7-5 on one of the fights and a split decision on the other fight. And these fighters are like look like simple fighters. They're not no Roy Jones type of fighter or even Shane Mosley. You know, they're not special fighters. And he's barely better than these fighters. He'll get smoked by fucking Shane Mosley like back in the day when he was in his prime. Floyd too.
No question about
Like,
that.
like who else? Like all of these motherfuckers. I'm trying to think of who else. Oh, Trinidad, he'll beat the fuck out of him. Oscar De La Hoya.
You talking about Thurman? You talking about how he fares against them? The old
Yep.
heads?
In
Okay.
their prime, they'll all
Oh,
beat him
oh my God.
because
They, yes.
if you're only like barely better than Shawn Porter. You only like 7-5, and then Danny Garcia too, who lost to Herrera and lost to Peterson. You only barely better than that. Yeah, you'll get your ass whipped by a lot of fighters.
Damn.
But I really kind of want to think that it's him. He's just not an overachiever. Because he said before the Porter fight that he who wins 7 rounds wins 12 rounds. And
Also,
he went out there with a goal of winning 7 rounds, and then he did it. You know, like I don't have to win all 12 rounds to win a decision. I could just win 7 and take 5 off. You know,
so he just
but
doing enough to win.
you can't give him credit like for being capable of being better, so much better than these fighters that he fought to close decisions to. You just gotta accept that verdict. I think he's better than that shit. I think Thurman is better than winning a split decision over Danny Garcia. You're supposed to be knocking him out, you know.
Honestly, you're
But
right.
man, you like can't even win a unanimous decision. I thought I was serious about thinking he lost that fight. When I watched it, I felt he lost the fight. But you can't knock that nigga out.
He don't got it
But
no more. Keith don't got it no more, man. He
no,
don't
it
want to fight
doesn't
no
mean
more.
that he don't got it no more. It's just like he's just not that. Oh, Shane Mosley was losing fights too. Like a lot of great fighters that have beat his ass. Lost fights and kept going. He might not have it though. His body always breaking down.
So
He
what?
was fighting only once a year. Now it's like worse. So you might be right.
But look, Keith Thurman versus Terence Crawford. How you think that would play out?
Damn, that's a good question. I think it'll be extremely boring, and like the fight that we was so hyped up to see, and we couldn't wait to watch while we was working all week and wait until Saturday. After the second round, we're gonna be extremely mad because Crawford is backing up and Thurman is backing up too. But Crawford is doing just a little bit more to win those rounds, and he win a 12-round decision like that. And we gonna fucking hate the sport of boxing afterwards.
You don't think he would try to? You don't think he'd try to stop Thurman though?
Hell no, Thurman to knock his ass out. He's gonna be trying to go hard on Thurman like he did Jeff Horn. Thurman will fuck Crawford up. He's been like welterweight his whole career and even higher, hitting hard. Just because he ain't stopping these fighters don't mean he ain't fucking them up. Like I see like Porter like getting dazed and just like responding 3 seconds later with his motions and shit like that. Like Thurman hit hard as fuck.
Yeah, he do. He do.
Crawford ain't finna be running up on him doing shit. He gonna try to like land what he can land while he acting scared as shit. And Thurman's gonna be like fighting like cautious, trying to outsmart Crawford. Just because when he get too brave, he get tagged in his face harder. So it's gonna be whack. That fight, I don't want to see that fight, and I don't think it ever happened anyway. Thurman's gonna fight Spence. He had a better chance of winning that fight too with Spence. You
Yeah,
can't
because
beat Crawford, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's like Mayweather and shit. You
you
might be
talking
able to
about.
beat everybody else, but you can't beat Crawford. Yeah, he's like the best. He's gonna outsmart your ass, and you know it. Everybody know it. It's not about what Crawford needs to do to defeat Errol Spence or what Crawford needs to do to defeat Keith Thurman. It's what the fuck they're gonna be able to do to defeat him. Like how are you gonna outsmart him? You can't do it. But that fight would be whack as fuck.
Thurman and Thurman and
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd be mad. Like, and then if I'm right when that fight, looking forward to it, and then it's just no fireworks at all. It's just like motherfuckers just staying away from each other, like a fucking born ass Floyd fight, like Floyd and Baltimore. It'll be fucked up. I wouldn't be a fan of either one of them motherfuckers no more.
Thurman's not
No
even
more
gonna get a
VR vision.
he's not even gonna get a chance to fight Bud anyway though. So I don't see that happening.
Bud ain't gonna get to fight nobody. He's like he's like really like the new Bradley, Terence Crawford. He's more so
Damn.
than yeah, because like Bradley wasn't a big draw, and he couldn't really get fights with he didn't want to fight the other fighters, I guess, but he's not
No, he
really
didn't want
like
to
the
fight
new Floyd and shit. Because Floyd was making big fights, you know. See, Crawford got the skill of Floyd, but like Floyd he can get all of the fights that he wanted because money talks. And this nigga is like out there,
that. Yeah, Bud don't draw
but
like that,
yeah,
and they
skills
don't.
of fucking skills of Mayweather and the fucking drawing power of Bradley are a little bit more than this.
But they not even setting them up to be a draw. But
They
I
paying
don't,
him a lot of fucking money though too, so it's like we don't even have to try to make you be a draw. We're just gonna give you the money anyways. Like it was like 6 million people that watched Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia fight. Not to mention the 16,000 people that was there. And this nigga got paid the same shit as them, fighting on a fucking iPhone app. And I couldn't even fucking find the fight until like it was the sixth round. That's why I didn't
yeah.
put my review on until the next morning because he fighting on fucking iPhone apps that I can't figure out. Like, and they paid him that same shit. He just gonna write the shit out. You know,
Yeah, he
I
actually got
might
paid
not
more
be
in
able to
that
get.
fight than the one before. So
And Errol Spence is kind of like acting like a bitch too about letting him get the fights with PBC fighters. I peeped some shit that I didn't make a video about, but Errol Spence is trying to freeze Terence Crawford out completely, where he can't fight nobody at PBC, even if those fighters are willing to fight Crawford. Errol Spence is gonna jump up and be like, "Well, we over here at the same promotion, so why can't you fight me? You know what you need to go fight him for? Fight me. You know who to call." He did that shit when fucking Crawford was wanted to fight Errol Amir Khan. He jumped in the middle of that shit and prevented it. That nigga kind of like acting like a hoe, like for real.
he stopped the
Doing
Khan Crawford fight.
Yeah, yep.
How?
Because Amir Khan he wants to fight a fighter from another promotion. Right now, Errol Spence is the shit. The sanctioning body, Al Heyman, and all the motherfuckers gonna be listening to him. But Amir Khan was talking about fighting Crawford or being interested, whatever they said at Top Rank, and Errol Spence started saying that he might be the one that end up fighting Amir Khan. Not Terence Crawford. He said he could be the one that gets that fight. He was saying it like it was something that was going to happen, or he was going for it for sure. And it was only because Crawford said that he was wanted to fight Amir Khan. He's like gonna keep Crawford from even being able to prove himself at 147. He's not only gonna not get Spence, but he's not gonna get Porter. He's not gonna get Amir Khan. He's not gonna get shit, which is gonna make him look like a lesser fighter than Spence. Spence gonna duck Crawford and end up looking like the better fighter. It's gonna be fucked up because I can see it.
I
Because he
bet.
got all of the competition over there and he can beat them all. You know what I'm saying? And Crawford is this skilled ass nigga out there in the cold, freezing with no coat on. If they let me in the door, I'll beat that nigga ass. But
Hey, well, you
shit,
know what? Tell Terrence to come over to PBC and we make them fights easy.
shit. But they paying good over there at the iPhone App Store. You know what I'm saying? Like what y'all making to sell all of this shit, I'm making that shit on iPhone apps. Being lazy and not promoting the fights. Y'all almost having gang riots and shit and getting called black bitches over to promote the fights. I got paid that shit to not even talk shit, not do shit. And I
Oh
fought an
shit.
easy fight.
Oh shit. I remember I want to ask you. Did
So
you
it's like you could just like sit back and just make the money that they making. It's all about the money. You know what I'm saying? Ward was making more money than Triple G. But whatever. Let them talk this shit. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. What the fuck was on?
Fucking yeah, I meant to ask you. You caught that clear? Yeah, I seen the video. So you did catch that Clarissa Shields fight, right? Did y'all ever
No,
have you
I
had any
never. I
dialogue with
never
her? Or?
like. I never tracked it down. I was looking for it. My app just wasn't working right at that time, and I just said fuck it and didn't watch it. I only saw her get knocked down. I'm
I
gonna
seen
still
that
watch
shit.
it though, but I be working on a lot of shit, and like me and her is not really like on that level now. She's just like another fighter to me now, and I wasn't a fan of her boxing career before I started talking to her. I only started talking to her because she had a boxing career, you know.
So here's my
But
question: Did you give her any advice on like how to market or promote herself? Because it seems like she
I
talking a lot of shit now.
no, she's just like a fucked up person. She's an asshole. She thinks that she's Floyd Mayweather, you know. That's how she acts. The shitty Floyd Mayweather, who thinks that he's better than everybody else, and everybody should be catering to him, especially like he's putting. I pay for this shit. Y'all need to get to work, And like, who is this bitch? I beat all of these bitches up. And you gotta let her fucking be winning in every conversation. She has to be number one at everything, or she gonna talk shit. And she's ghetto and fucking rude as fuck. She's the reason why I dissed her. I didn't even really want to do that shit. I was begging her to stop tripping. I ain't did shit to you, and she just kept talking shit. Like, go ahead and do it. Like it's a lot of shit that I could put out. I even took down some of the shit that I put out because it's like making me look bad. But she like provoked me. She pissed me off, and then she like asked me to do it, asked me to expose her. I think that
What?
shit. She liked that shit. It's like some fucking freaky, sick shit in her head. Cause she was flirting with
Damn.
me when she first started mentioning me, and I was talking shit about her. But like, you gonna start acting shitty out of nowhere, and like, I threatened to expose you because you done cut me off anyways. And when I try to speak to you, you shitty, and you like talk shit and just say do it. When me and you have like all kinds of shit back and forth, and you about to get married, you engaged. Like this bitch is fucked up, bro. She got so many fucked up ways, you know.
Oh shit, she's
But
engaged.
yeah, that's what she said. Like when she told me that shit, and she told me how much she loved her fiance, I cried like real tears. I swear to God on my life. Like it wasn't her telling me that she was about to get married. It was like telling me how much that she loved him. You know, she was being honest, and it was like some extremely like strong emotional tie to him, and I could feel it just even by the words. I started crying.
Damn.
Shit crazy. Like we was talking a lot, and I didn't know where it was gonna go, but I was in there. It was going something because we talking a lot. I don't know. It's still something might happen though. She's still young, and we still gonna be in boxing for a long time, you know. But you ain't finna be abandoning me for this nigga. I didn't even really believe that she had a man. We used to talk like I used to talk to her like she was single the whole time, and she had a man the whole time. I never believed it. She didn't never post it, and I never seen what he looked like. So I was like, fuck it. She's just saying that because she don't want me to get close. She don't want to be committed,
Right.
you know. But
Damn.
I never thought that she was in a relationship for real until it
I,
became extremely serious, and she explained how much she loved this dude. And I'm like, the fuck? The whole time I thought she was playing every time she said she was in a relationship.
damn. I didn't even know that shit.
I sent her a picture of me like while I was naked in the shower one time. I don't think I showed my dick in the picture, but I still showed my chest, you know, my upper half while I was wet, shiny and wet in the shower, you know. And she got a man and she's engaged to him. And I'm doing this type of shit, you know.
Damn, she ain't even
Man,
trying to stop it.
She can't stop it. I think, but you see, she could have stopped it because I told her what I was gonna do. Because I wouldn't want to ruin our friendship or whatever. Just doing some shit. I just did it. I told her I was gonna do it. She was like receptive. She didn't say do it, but she didn't say don't do it. She laughed and thought it was cute.
Damn,
She
that shit
really
crazy,
like,
man.
but she really like fucking up. I could fucking destroy her shit. I can destroy relationships that she have with other fighters, with friendships, business relationships, with like these black fighters that's really popular in boxing, like Broner and Wilder. You know, she said something about another fighter too. She was talking shit about these motherfuckers. We was like talking about a lot of shit. She don't remember because like she talked to a lot of people. It's a long time ago, but I can go back and read the conversation. It's like, damn, this nigga right here, shit, and people that she's cool with now.
That's a crazy
I,
ass like.
I,
Y'all been in contact for a minute. So I remember when you first started talking to her. I think you made a video about her, and then she had responded to you, and then y'all got cool.
yeah, yeah, she responded to me, and yup. And like I went in, when she mentioned my name publicly, I went and texted her directly, and she responded. And eventually, like we FaceTimed the first day that we started talking to each other, though, and that was the only time that we FaceTimed. But we started talking like a lot, and then we exchanged phone numbers. She asked me for my phone number, actually. Mm.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a lot. We was talking for a long time. She was like I consider her a close friend, and I talked to her like the most. And that got potential. I'm gonna try to make her my girl. I'm gonna try to marry this bitch. I deserve to be with a winner. Like I'm a winner, so I deserve to be with someone successful. I feel like I'm a future millionaire, and she is too. So we go together. We belong together. We're both in the same field. You shouldn't be with this guy that's like a college graduate and shit, trying to work a job and a career. You should be with a outspoken promoter who's younger. I don't know if I'm younger. No, I'm not younger. I'm older, but better looking than your guy and funnier. You know, more like you. That dude that she with, like, he a big muscle bound like teddy bear. He's soft as hell. He be like bound down to her. He's she's like the man in the relationship, and he just like go along with it because she's successful, and he can't tell her shit because she's rich and she can kick his ass out. Like she's not even really like in a relationship. It's in a relationship, but the man's supposed to be like, yo, what the fuck is you doing with this nigga right here? I could probably like put everything out, and he ain't gonna be able to say shit. Like Clarissa Shields got a picture with Jared Hurd, like they hugged up like they boyfriend and girlfriend, and she noticed it because her caption said something about like she made it clear that they was just friends in her caption. That shit looked romantic as fuck, bro. And I know her
Damn.
man saw that shit. Like it was a real good picture, like a the prom picture of the night type of shit. Like what the fuck? I was like, it looked like Jared Hurd hit that shit because they look too familiar with each other. This
Damn.
nigga and her man, her fiance, seeing this type of shit. She tried to set me up too. She tried to like set me up to get fucked up, get attacked. You know,
What?
probably put money on my head. Yeah, at her next fight or that fight right here that she had. She told me to come to that fight after I pissed her off when we got into it. Like she was gonna set me up and shit. Like have her man jump on me with some people or some shit.
Damn.
Yes, even was almost about to give me a ticket. I said, "Give me a ticket. I'll fly out there. I ain't scared. If something
Oh,
happened to me,
she's gonna give you a
you
ticket?
can't hide. If something happened to me, you gonna get the karma that you gonna receive. I don't. You gotta be everywhere. I don't. You gotta promote your boxing career. I just have motherfuckers tracking your social media. You gonna get got eventually if you set me up and go through with it. So yeah, give me a ticket. I go. And then she hold out. She backed out. He said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna block you." You thought I was gonna be scared? Nah, nigga, I'm prepared. Even if I die, you know when your name get released, bitch, they gonna come and kill you, bitch. I'm gonna kill your ass from the grave, even if you kill me. Ain't nobody gonna get away with it. Just watch, like, if it ever happens. If I ever get killed, watch the person that did it die when they get discovered, even if they're in prison. That's like a part of fame, I guess. When you meet people and you get close to like people who are capable of pulling this type of shit off, you know.
So
It miss
one other topic, of course, we haven't even touched on this Deontay Wilder Anthony Joshua situation. I mean, I don't even know where to start with that shit.
so Wilder don't want to make that fight, just like Joshua don't want to make the fight because, well, no, I was just talking to somebody earlier and he said Wilder agreed to all of the terms, and I'm thinking that Wilder just want to make a lot of money. He don't want to take no 20 million. He don't want to take no 20 million because he gonna offer you 50 million so he can get 50-50. But he even accepted all of the terms after they. That's a TV.
They
Yeah, you got the police ready. No, but he like accepted all of the terms, even with the deal that they came back with, and then they never gave him a contract. You know, so I don't know, man. I don't think that they wanted to fight each other though. You know, and maybe I'm not being fair to Wilder because the whole time I felt like he wanted to just make more money. He could have took the 8 million. You know what I'm saying? You making 2 million a fight. So what if you got somebody that you can call that got 50 million cash on them? That ain't your money. Nigga, you better go get that fucking $8 million overseas and fight a guy that we know you can beat. Well, he wasn't like quick to fight him. Like he want to make money. You'll
that's the
fight
thing. That's the
you
thing. He
fight
wanted,
Luis Ortiz for $2 million, but you won't fight Joshua for 8 million. You know, you just
and then
gonna
they up.
offer him more money so you can be in charge of the promotion. Like the fuck, bro. This nigga about to start being in movies. He's really practicing it. The fuck. Oh, did you hear that in
What
the
was that?
headset? I think it was like a jumping jack or some shit or a bottle rocket. It had to be. What is it? A fancy. Oh, that's a guy at this fucking veteran facility I live at. You know, I serve my country and they let me live in this bitch for free, but I gotta
Oh
deal
shit.
with other people. You know, it's really like convenient as fuck. I got 2 years at least I can live here. You know, but I'm not gonna be here that long. You know, probably gonna be getting out of this bitch next month. I fell off and I'm going back home, nigga. So I can be lazy and just work on my channel. Not really be lazy because I'm always working, but I don't really like my living situation fucked up and I ain't got no support system. So I gotta do what I gotta do. You know,
Um,
really don't have to, but shit, I ain't finna work and get no job nowhere besides my boxing channel. I'm loyal to my career. When business is doing well, I'm ringside at the fights and paying for pay-per-views with the money that I made on YouTube. Business isn't doing well because they changed the rules and I just was wild. And I'm still loyal and dedicated to my job, my career, what I view as my career. You know, even though I'm not getting paid, and I'm not really getting that many donations either. It's cool, you know. I gotta work my way back up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Get 1,000 subscribers. So that means that I gotta work. You know, shit, motherfuckers ain't got no money to be giving to your ass and shit. Shit, they really didn't want to pay the $13 a month for YouTube Red because you put commercials in your videos. Now they gotta give you money too. Fuck that, nigga. You should. You better go mow somebody grass. But some people do it because they rich, but no,
Yeah.
hell no. Just a nigga that don't want to get out the house and get a job that's asking for some fucking money on the internet. Like you better go play somewhere.
Shit.
And you like getting blowed and shit all the time. You always fucked up. You always awake and like shit. Give me some money to support my channel. I ain't
Hey
had a job
man.
in 5 years. Give me some money to support my channel. And these motherfuckers go to work to get that money that they gonna give to me, so I don't have to work. That's shit crazy as fuck, man. This
Yeah,
dude
some,
just like gave me. I went like flat broke. I think I went over to my baby mama house and spent a bunch of money trying to help her get through some shit. And I didn't have no fucking money but like $1 the next day, and something I don't know what the fuck I did. And like I called this somebody was supposed to send me some money. He already sent me $400, and like he said he was gonna send me some more the next month, but he never did and never said shit. I just went and just snapped on his ass, and he sent me like $40, like right away, and he didn't even have no money for himself after that.
damn.
Yeah, he did that shit like immediately and was apologetic because he pissed me off. He felt guilty because he didn't give me the money that he said he was gonna give me, money that I never asked for. But once you say you're gonna do it, then you're committed. And he just felt guilty and just like gave me his last $40. Didn't probably ain't had no money for gas and shit after that.
Damn.
That shit crazy, man.
That shit is crazy.
You know, fame will get you a little bit of shit. You know, it. I don't know, man. That shit'll get you a long ways, bro. Somebody about to buy my ticket to this fight, and like people pay for my drinks at every fight now. You know,
I bet. I bet.
I haven't paid for like alcohol at a fight in 3 fights. You know, 3 fights. It's like the last 2 fights, I was getting drunk as fuck. You know, I'd be fucked up, and it was
Yeah.
free of charge. You know, paid for by the niggas that I was with. Just like fuck it, get Travis Gotti a beer. Travis Gotti, you want a shot? Get him some Henny. What you want? Free.
Get this nigga a beer. Get this nigga
Just
a
to hang
shot.
out like with somebody that you like been hanging out with pretty much on his videos. You feel like you hanging with him, but you with him in person, and he wilding out just like the videos. You just like fuck it, let's get fucked up. That's what they do. And this, you know, this nigga about to I think somebody paid for my ticket too. At one of them motherfuckers. Like yo, I ain't got no money, bro. Shit, I thought I was gonna have some, and they bought my ticket.
Hold up. Somebody
Might have been
said,
a Kodo fight.
which Kodo fight?
Not the Kodo Kamagai fight at the StubHub I went to. I think
Oh,
I didn't have all of the money that I was supposed to have. Somebody sold me a ticket for cheaper than what it was supposed to cost outside of the venue, like the day of the fight. That shit was sold out too. It was hard to get that ticket, and I got a discount because I was broke from like motherfuckers and I know like making shit happen. That shit, I still got in there and then ended up in the fucking executive suite from a $28 ticket.
I remember that shit.
Shit, I be doing all kinds of shit. That shit is crazy. Coming from like just talking shit up, just talking and making videos, talking shit up about people on the internet. That shit can like take you a long ass ways. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how you go for it. Because me, I really didn't want to be like known by everybody, not the fighters, just people. But if you doing your job right, you want to become famous and shit. You want to become rich too. And then people started noticing me and shit like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden I'm ringside at the fighters. A year before that I was at cheap seats. And all of them know who I am. You know, when I like come around them, they like familiar with me and my work and know that I'm crazy and shit. Like that shit is, and some of them would give me money and shit. I just talked to I called a fighter to get a role in this movie in Master P movie, and like he put me on the phone with like somebody that is managing the movie or some shit. Like the next day, he was with the dude. Like I don't know, I was high, bro. I'm like fucked up. I was getting ready to do this video with you, and he like I didn't expect him to put the guy that do the staffing and shit on the phone. I just expected him to tell me like, yeah, I couldn't find who was like, giving out the roles and do that type of shit. This nigga was with the person,
Yeah.
you know. I gotta call him back because like I don't really know what the fuck we was talking about. I just kept asking him, "Who is this? Are you sure this ain't a joke?" Like until they was just like, "Okay, we'll just call us back whenever you
You
ready."
said Master P next movie. I got the hookup too or some shit.
I got the hookup. So like, if I gotta stop bullshitting, you know, and call this nigga back, like today. But and if I do that, I can get in. I'm gonna get in that movie. I might get a good role. You know, I might even you might see me in it. That's a good role because if you hear any like big movie, if you say any words and your face is on camera, you get at least $5,000. That's the way the going race is. And it's like if it's Denzel and you have like a 30-second role in a movie where you talking, you getting $10,000 at minimum. That's at least. They have to pay you that because them movies is making like fucking $100 million. They can't just give you fucking $50.
Oh shit,
you
man.
gonna you gonna get
Nah,
paid like fucking Denzel getting 30 million, $20 million for that movie. You gonna get paid for showing your face in that movie. I'm
nah,
saying
definitely jump on that shit, man. I seen what's that? DC Young Fly gonna be in that shit. Um, Fat Boy, I can't think his name. What's that fat dude name?
this really could be my fucking like chance to blow up for real.
No, for real.
I'm pretty much like a comedian already. Like just talking shit about people, making people laugh. So like get on a fucking movie set and just like talk shit about different things around you.
Get on that shit,
I
man.
can do that easily. Yeah, I gotta call old boy back. It just caught me off guard, and I kind of like froze up a little bit. I didn't know what to say because I was like getting high and like not expecting that to happen. You know, I know I'm calling a millionaire to get in a role, but I don't know if he actually got the plugs. He ain't staying in L.A. even though he's in California. Mm.
Yeah,
That should
definitely
trip
get
me
on
the
that
fuck
shit,
out.
bro.
So like
Definitely.
all within the last 24 hours, I did this interview with you. I did that interview with, well, not an interview, a collab with Mayman talking about boxing, and like got the fucking role to Master P new movie. You know, if I can get it together and show up. you know,
Nah, that'd be a good
that
look, bro.
shit,
You need to, yeah, focus on that shit.
yeah, that shit. Wow. Maybe I call him after I get off the phone with you. Maybe a little later than that. Shit, drink me a soda or something.
They said,
Yeah.
they said you ducking that Wilder talk.
Shit. What you want me to say? Like Joshua is scared of Wilder, but like Wilder know that it's a possibility of him getting knocked out by Joshua. And since that possibility exists, he want to make a lot of money to fight Joshua. He wasn't demanding all of this shit and flossing how much money he can produce when he was taking 2 million to fight Luis Ortiz. And Wilder's a fraud. Like he's a fraud. Like I don't even know who's the bigger fraud, really, because Wilder fought all bums besides one fighter. I guess you could say Stavern is a B-level fighter, but we consider B-level fighters bums for the most part, unless
In
it's
his
Porter.
case,
Porter is a really good B-level fighter. He's not a bum, but like, yeah, Stavern is whack. And other than that, other than Luis Ortiz, you ain't did shit. But then that was like a real threat, and Luis Ortiz can beat everybody that Joshua beat. So it kind of like it helps him defend it. But like Wilder's 1-0, and Joshua is like 1-0. I just give him that victory for Dylan White. But all of that other shit been some bullshit.
Even the Klitschko fight?
The Klitschko fight proved that he's a hype job.
Why? Because he got
You,
dropped?
he looked horrible. Like he was supposed to run through Klitschko. Anything less was unacceptable. You know, it was less than what was expected. Anything less than just running through Klitschko. Klitschko coming off a 2-year layoff and a loss. And you're knocking everybody out, and you're younger, way younger than them. You got all of this momentum going. That was like really like a setback. That showed that he wasn't shit. That fight right there, and especially like Tyson Fury had an easy ass fucking time with the current champion who was Klitschko, not the motherfucker coming off a 2-year layoff. And a loss.
Man,
That's when
styles make fights though, man. That was
it's
Klitschko looked great in that fight against Joshua, man, and he got stopped.
he looked. Yeah, well, he got stopped, but he shouldn't even been looking good against Joshua. Like he didn't look good against Tyson Fury. Why is he looking good against Joshua?
Tyson Fury
Tyson
was on.
Fury Tyson Fury was on coke and alcohol while he was training for that fight.
He was doped
And I
up.
can prove it. Yeah. And he still dominated Klitschko and shit. But sober Joshua can't beat a fucking 41-year-old Klitschko coming off a layoff. Like that exposed him right there. That fight. Trust me.
Shit, but he put him into
Because
retirement though.
he's supposed to been he came out of retirement. He did. He didn't fight for 2 years. He was retired.
And we could really apply that same logic to Luis Ortiz because we don't really know how old that motherfucker is. He could be 50 years old, and he almost stopped
Yeah,
Deontay Wilder.
yeah, that don't matter. Like the age ain't really like all that, you know. It don't really make a big difference like that. But
And
if
he
a
wasn't on
fighter
this
if
shit
a
either.
fighter is slowing down because of age, then it matters. Because Luis Ortiz, whatever age he is, he's fucking shit up. He's a problem. Just like Bernard Hopkins was a problem at his later age. It's a lot of fighters that can fight at a later age. But Klitschko was like showing signs of decline. He wasn't looking as good as in fights that he was expected to win dominantly. He going a distance with somebody when he's supposed to knock him out. He's getting hit more. He's like old, you know, shit. And then he got dominated by Tyson Fury, like after he slowed down already. And now he hasn't fought for 2 years. And then this fucking young stud can't even get the job done clearly without getting fucked up in the process. You can't defend that shit. I'm telling the truth, bro. He was supposed to like just fuck Klitschko up bad. That fight really should have been viewed as like Klitschko putting his life in danger to fight Anthony Joshua for the heavyweight championship.
That was
Because
what
he was
Anthony Joshua, what
because he was
19th fight,
coming
right?
off 19th to 20th, but he was coming off that 2-year layoff. He's 41 years old, and Joshua has 100% KO ratio, and he's young as fuck. That's how it should have been viewed as like Klitschko gambling with his life. But really, he went in there and beat the shit out of the young guy, and he just
Which
got caught at the end.
he almost got killed at the end though. What you mean?
Yeah, he put up a fight and shit, and he lost at the end, but he still beat the fuck out of Joshua and shit in the process. That wasn't supposed to happen. Like Kell Brook and Errol Spence, we expected it to be a close fight, but whether they beat each other up, that still happens in a close fight. See what I'm saying? But we
That really
expected
depends on where
Joshua.
you from
We
though.
ex-
That
we
that
expected Joshua to wipe him out, and he didn't do that. You said that depends on where you come from.
I'm talking about that Kell Brook and Spence situation. That really depends on where you come from. You know what I'm saying?
If you bias, like you
There's a
could
lot of biased
feel
motherfuckers out
the
there.
same way, like no matter where you from. You know, if you just view it like two fighters, that's the way I view shit. I don't really like. I don't know. It's fun rooting for Wilder over Joshua because of the UK and US, but I really like won't support a fighter like that. I just say, yeah, I want him to win for the US, but he's still a fucking fraud. You see, I'm still talking like that. I'm still dissing the fuck out of Wilder. It's like, fuck these motherfuckers. Fuck who's gonna get the most views. Fuck the hype job of the month. I'm just gonna diss their ass if they deserve to get dissed.
With
And if
the
if people don't like it, then nobody ain't gotta watch my videos.
shit
It's just not getting no views.
with the
Fuck it,
Wilder.
I leave boxing. I cover not leave boxing. I just cover boxing and rap news. If y'all stop watching the boxing videos before I would start fucking defending frauds. Shit, y'all get mad and leave, nigga. I'ma
Shit.
still be saying fucking Spence is a fraud. Yo, then this is what I was telling you. You gotta like focus on growing your channel, even though you want to be honest. Like when I started dissing Errol Spence, my views went way down. You can tell it's noticeable. Look at like scroll down my videos and look like when I was just not really being too hard on them, just talking about them. And then I started just being extremely hard on them. My views are only getting like I'm only getting like half of the views that I was getting before because like I went too hard on them, and people are like too fanboyish of Errol Spence right now. Want to hear you? They can't handle you criticizing. You talking shit about their lover, you know. They can't take it, so they're gonna stay away from you. I lost a lot of support, bro, on
that
this
shit
new channel.
that shit is so crazy to me how you could talk about somebody's favorite fighter and they could agree with you on
And tell
everything else, but they won't fuck with you if you talk about their favorite fighter. They won't fuck with you at all.
yeah, that happens a lot with like if you cool with people in they camp, they won't fuck with you at all if you talk shit about their guy. But like boxing fans, some of them, yeah, they won't fuck with you at all. They just like never talk to you again. Other ones, they get mad at you. You know, that shit crazy. Motherfucker, like delete you off of Facebook and just won't speak to you. Don't want to even say hi just because you talk shit about Floyd Mayweather. I had motherfuckers pull guns out on me on the internet. Tom Biz did this, all of this shit. Pull some guns out on me because I dissed Floyd Mayweather. He was serious. You threatening somebody on the internet, a black person with guns, you better be prepared for some shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? We both live in California. Yeah, they
Have you
already
ever
popular on the internet. Like they can do some shit to you too. Shit, he wasn't playing over fucking dissing a fighter, Floyd Mayweather. That's not even a family member of his. I I thought it was funny. I ain't really take him serious. I knew he just wanted to show off his guns, but I could have reacted anyway. My baby mama, she started to get on the phone with her uncle, who's some like fucking kingpin, you know, living in a mansion from fucking drug money. And she was gonna like try to get him to kill Tom Biz. She was gonna call him to see if he'll kill him, and he would
damn,
because he'd do shit like that for her when she asked for it. He's done it before. He's killed somebody for his bitch before,
damn.
And she was gonna call him, and I had to beg her to not, call. It was like I had to beg her for like 15 minutes. Like, don't call him. He's just playing. He ain't gonna do shit. Like, if he really wanted to kill me, oh, he's gonna be quiet over there now. But if he really wanted to kill me, he couldn't just say it on the internet because everybody's gonna know that he did it. So now that he's saying it, he can't do it. But she wouldn't listen. She didn't give a fuck because like she loved me, and the thought of somebody killing me like kills her inside, and she finna kill you to prevent that shit from happening and make her feel secure again. You can't like you can't just do anything you want.
Damn,
He
that's
didn't
real.
even he didn't even know. He didn't even know that I was like I saved his life. I was protecting him. Cause he talking shit and he making this video and I don't make a public response or comment on this video. Even though everybody knows that I saw it. Because everybody was talking about it. And the whole time he threatened to kill me, but I'm trying to protect him from being killed. I didn't even tell him until like months later, and that was just because I got bored. He stopped dissing me. Now my name ain't ringing bells, and I want motherfuckers to be talking about me. So now I'm gonna dish you and give you the attention that you wanted because you're not giving me the attention that I want.
Damn, we might have to edit that little part out though.
What?
That little last piece right there. That
The
whole
attention that I
little,
want?
huh?
The attention that
We,
I
we
want?
don't we don't
Why?
want we don't want him coming back here and starting some shit, you know?
No, he's not. Because he know that like right now he has more standing in the sport. And I gotta work my way up. Like he's like with fucking 78 and they tight. He got like 4,000 subscribers and shit. You know, he's a part-time reporter. He cool with Andre Ward and fucking these niggas in the Bay, all of these niggas. You know, so he ain't gonna mention me. But I talked to him on Instagram. Like, we cool.
Okay.
You know, well, we ain't cool. He just ain't dissing me no more. But
Right.
he's still a hater of me. I can tell. Like I tried to like, you know, he just seemed like he didn't fuck with me. You know, he just wanted to be negative. Like even though I didn't have a channel and he had his, it still seemed like that wasn't enough for him. My success probably just fucking kills him because he feel like I coon to get it. I sold myself to get it. Like I'm a product, just like fucking Sprite. Travis Gotti represents something, you know. And if somebody come to a Travis Gotti video, they know what to expect,
Right.
you know. And it's gonna be entertainment. And I built myself to the point where people would want to see me like that.
Right.
And it made me like successful and shit. At this shit, really not that much. It's like not that much money, but a lot of these motherfuckers ain't never been to one fight. I don't think you've been to not no fights either. You been to a
Nah.
fight yet?
Nope.
You like you had your channel for a while. You tripping, man. That's like we all hardcore boxing fans. Like to go to a boxing match is like going to the Super Bowl for us. It's like bigger than the Super Bowl. It's like the time of your life. This is what makes your life like this is the biggest moment of your life. And then after going to one fight, you always want to go to the fights, and it's a part of your life for the rest of your life because you feel at home at the fights. You're surrounded by like 10,000 people just like you who are boxing nerds and don't give a fuck about nothing in the world but boxing and just going crazy seeing that shit in person.
I bet that shit was fun as hell when you went to your first fight and shit.
The
At
first
least you
fight that I
know.
ever went to was Timothy Bradley and Jesse Vargas. It was like 1 month after I started my channel. Nobody knew who I was, but I still had decent seats. Just not front row. But yeah, just like seeing the blood come out of their head and seeing them fight through it to decision, you know, that shit is like crazy in person. Cause these motherfuckers be bleeding out their head for like 20 minutes straight, a lot of blood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And seeing Timothy Bradley punch Jesse Vargas in the face hard as fuck and hearing that shit from like, you know, a ways away. Timothy Bradley hit hard, man. He just can't knock you out. But he was punching Jesse Vargas hard as fuck. And you can like hear that shit loud, like pow. I even recorded like a video, you know, that I made when I went to that fight. And I got it. But yeah, that shit is just like the shit, bro. Once you go
But
to your
shit.
first fight and it becomes your life. You
But
always
nothing
desired going to fights.
nothing beats calling Triple G a hype job to his face though, right?
That was kind of like, yeah, one of my most rewarding moments. I don't know. I used to think about that like that, but my relationships with the fighters, like the fighters that actually are nice to me, I value that more than calling Triple G a hype job. But that shit felt good as fuck, you know. Even beefing with like these known motherfuckers, like Clarissa Shields and Letitia Crawford, that shit is like exciting to me. E- Even if they don't respond, I know you saw it. and I know you're dealing with it. Eventually, you'll respond. You'll say something, you know. But in the meantime, I'm building my name. This is all going on my brand, my name, my product. Just like Sprite, I said, you know, Travis Gotti. This is what comes with the package. This is what we're selling, and everybody's gonna like want to go and check out this Travis Gotti product because he's just always just off the wall. It's very rare he got a dull video, you know,
Yeah.
and he's gonna deliver. But niggas be hating and shit, you know. It's like you go work hard and do what you do, you know. Niggas is like he even like I tried to help him build his channel and shit and give him advice and help him out, and he rejected my. He didn't want me to help him. He just wanted to be a hater of me, you know, and do way worse. You know, that shit like it's a trip.
You talk
You try
about
to help
talent?
somebody, yeah, you try to help somebody make money, and they don't want you to help them make money. They just want to talk shit about you while you making money. This nigga still ain't got no YouTube check, nothing. He ain't got paid from nothing that he's ever did in boxing. You know, hating
Damn.
on niggas and shit. Like you ain't monetize your videos, bro. You wasn't getting paid by no network or YouTube or nothing when you was interviewing fucking Virgil Hunter. You just threw it on your channel without a fucking cover photo or nothing. Like, you know, you ain't really done shit, but you could have, I wanted to help you. And they just wanted to be a hater. Like, the energies of your haters, your extreme ones and shit, that should tell you, like, a lot about, like, how much of an impact these videos got on people, you know. This nigga don't even know me, but can't stop thinking about me just because it's some shit I put on the internet. When he could have went and watched something else that he actually liked. He's just obsessed. He's obsessed with watching my videos that he don't like and talking shit about me on his own videos about what he doesn't like that he's still tolerating and watching every day.
That takes
Like
a lot
what
of
the
effort.
fuck, bro? Yeah, like if I don't like your shit, I'm not gonna watch your shit. You know, that's what how I feel. These motherfuckers like they're gonna watch it and then they're gonna talk shit about it. You know,
Yeah.
and that's how he is. Really like a lame ass dude. Really like a fucking try to ride another nigga wave type of shit. But as time goes on, people just forget shit. I remember how that nigga was. That nigga was happy that I responded to him in the comment section. You know, when I was doing my videos and I pissed him off, he turned into a stalker. He was happy he got a response. I could
Well, now you
like,
know you responded to him.
yeah. I did like I think before I did respond to him before he started making videos though. He was like commenting on my videos that he watched, you know. And then when he started talking shit on his video, I was just like ignoring him for the most part. Yeah, that nigga's like a groupie. That nigga's an LDBC groupie. He know telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth, Tom. You gonna see this shit, bro. You a groupie, nigga. You was like my biggest fan, bro. You know why? Because if I really was that horrible, I wouldn't be worth your time. Like I'm worth your time, but you're not worth my time. I'm not talking about you. You talking about me and can't stop thinking about me. I'm talking about boxers, just like I was doing when I pissed you off, but you wasn't emotionally, you know, strong enough to deal with it. You became a fucking obsessed fanboy stalker.
Damn.
Mhm. Fanboy of Errol, fucking Andre Ward, a stalker of me because I'm dissing Andre Ward and threatening to kill me because I'm fucking dissing Floyd, and it was Andre Ward too. That's where it started. You just got fed up. You pulled them burners out like nigga, you gonna die like fucking Biggie died over here. You know, he said some shit like that. Biggie came out here and shit too. You know, he don't end up like Biggie. Like the fuck, that
Oh
shit
shit.
funny as fuck. I had that nigga going forever, like months. He was this months. He was dissing me. You know, and they was getting the videos was getting views because people was starting like to enjoy hearing people talk shit about me. It's
Yeah.
so much that you can say, you know, because I'm like so outspoken and loud, and I try to piss people off, you know. And a lot of those views was getting, I was getting more views on the videos where he dissed me than when he was talking about boxers, including Floyd Mayweather. His Travis Gotti diss videos was getting more views than Floyd Mayweather support videos. Mhm.
I mean,
And that
even
nigga
now
and
though.
that nigga kept on doing that shit over and over. He's repeating like the winning success. Talk shit about Travis Gotti. It's growing your channel. You want to be famous so bad, bro. You want to be famous bad, bro. This nigga got like 5,000 videos right now. Like in only 6,000 videos and only like 4,000 subscribers. That shit is like fucked up. You got like some weird shit going on.
They're not even hitting 1,000 though.
It like even with the yeah, they ain't getting no views. The people subscribe to your channel ain't watching your shit. It should be like if you got 5,000 subscribers, you should get about 1,000 views every video. You know,
Yeah.
at least fucking shit 700 on a bad one. You know, but damn, bro, nobody ain't watching this shit. And he wanted real bad. Like I'm doing shit that he even can be in the same type of environments and still not able to become famous and carry himself that way or stand out. I'm talking shit about this nigga and having fun for a while, long time. It feel good. It's just to talk about it because it's like in the past now. But I'm remembering what type of person that he is. You know, like you actually going to fights and shit now, but you're still not famous. Just not known by anybody. You don't show your face. For one, that's like really a bad one. Like, how could Terence Crawford ever become a bigger draw than Spence if he don't show his face and what he looked like? But all of these rich millionaire motherfuckers know what you look like, and they just recognize you when you come around. You can't be that fucking bad looking, dude. But it ain't even that. He's just like paranoid because you threaten to kill people on the internet. Somebody might try to come kill you, and you scared. So he don't want nobody to be able to find him. But he want to be famous bad, you know.
Damn.
That nigga became a fucking reporter with a Cali accent, deep Cali accent. You sound like a fucking crip interviewing a fucking important person. And that shit we got like mad views and got a fucking article on boxingscene.com. They even mentioned his name and made it sound professional. Town Biz Sports and Media. Like what the fuck? And this nigga sound like a fucking crip. Like this shit was crazy, nigga. And even the fact that Virgil, what's his name, the trainer, the
Virgil
fact
Hunter.
that yeah, he knows someone in Northern California that talks like a crip. It made him look like he had hella street cred. They all up in some kind of like a empty room and shit doing the interview. That was some hood shit. Just like an empty room and shit. And they just interviewing for an hour straight. And like, you just get to feel like, yeah, this trainer must trust this nigga right here because ain't nobody up in that bitch and it ain't no windows or nothing. He's just like,
No window.
yeah, all white, fucking just an empty desk and few papers on this bitch, nothing on the walls or nothing. And this millionaire trainer is just sitting there completely comfortable talking for like an hour and a half to a crip, a nigga that sounded like a crip.
Oh
That
shit.
shit. He needs to keep doing that shit though. If you would have kept doing that, reporting shit, sounding like that, he can't help but talk like he in Cali. I kind of sound like it a little bit, but not like him. You know, he could have like became real big in the sport. He could have like brought people to the sport. You know what I'm saying? Because like some
Yeah.
people watch my videos about boxers and they're not even boxing fans. Like somebody told me that shit yesterday. I think he was like, "Yo, I'm not even a boxing fan." I was talking to him about a situation with some boxers. Like, bro, yo, you talking to me on the inbox and shit, like you want to text me, but you're not a boxing fan, and all I represent is boxing. Like, what the fuck are you sending me messages for? And he was just like, I just like your videos. But
Damn.
he could have brought motherfuckers just like that like to hear a Cali nigga interview people. That shit was dope. I saw like hella potential in it, and I could have helped him do it, you know, because he only really like can fuck with the people, black people really that fuck with the LDBC. Like all of these Mexicans down here love me, you know, and have invited me to fuck with them and do interviews, come to their gym. You can fucking use other people's connections to get around.
Right.
I just like do hook it up just like so I can hear him fucking talk like a crip and interview people. That shit become the number one boxing reporter in California, and he sound like a gangbanger. That's some gangster shit. That's how I viewed
Yeah.
that shit. But he still couldn't become famous. This nigga is just too secretive. He got fucking alarms all over his house too. I know when they go back and listen to this video, they'll be like, "This nigga talked about me for like 30 minutes, bro." I'm high as fuck.
Fuck it. Talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about right now. It's just
I ain't been
entertaining.
asleep in about 5 days. My niggas, I think it's about to that point. You know, yeah, at least 4.
Man, that's some funny shit though.
But sleep, I don't need you. Hell yeah, this nigga's crazy, man. Like
Said this
he
nigga
want to
sound
be
like a
famous.
crip.
Yeah, he taught himself how to become a reporter. That shit is hard, bro. It's hard to interview people and like no wait and listen to their response and evaluate just in case you want them to elaborate further. To write a set of questions where you know that it's gonna go over like a certain amount of time you want your interview to be, and like learn how to say it and be comfortable in front of somebody, and then actually wait for them to finish what they doing at the gym so they can interview, give you an interview. Like that's a lot of fucking work, bro. I never was willing to do that shit. I'm about to have this white boy to be interrupting my videos. He about to like he said he'll do it. So I'm gonna have him interviewing fighters for me. He gonna represent Travis Gotti boxing,
Oh, that's
you
good shit.
know, and he's white, so it's gonna be more welcoming than like some nigga or even me, you know. Like they might even just fuck
Right.
with him, but they only doing the interview because of him and not me, because I'm an ignorant nigga. But I never was willing to do that shit, and this nigga did that shit. And he still ain't famous, bro. Like this shit is just like a way of carrying yourself. I'm not shit, bro. I carry myself like I'm a fucking millionaire, but all my chains be fake and shit. I be broke a lot of times, but I can make it look good. I can sell it. I look like some dangerous person and shit because I'm waving guns around and shit. But really, I never get in trouble for breaking the law, and I'm putting on the show. You know, you can't be like that in real life without fucking ending up in prison for a long time. You just like violent and fucking confrontational with all kinds of weapons around you. You wouldn't survive. And like when I'm at these fights and you see me like just going with the crowd and looking like a star, I'm doing that because that's how I view myself, even if I'm not. And if you believe it and you can like execute it, other people will believe it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't think that you shit and you will ever be shit, other people are gonna feel like you're never gonna be shit. But if you carry yourself like you the shit and then people respect you, then people are gonna view you like you the shit. You must be somebody important. You must be doing something, because like this nigga be up like shit. He be doing the most, looking just like one of them. It's just like because good at presenting myself and shit, being in front of people. I view myself as being a celebrity, and I'm not. And it's, I'm so good at it. It it's what it looked like. You know, it works. We all frauds. You know what I'm saying? And whoever can become the biggest fraud will win. Even Floyd Mayweather, he like admitted to doing some fraud shit on some $1 million level shit, talking about make $1 million look like 100 million. You know, he know how to do that. You know, make 100 look like 1,000, make 1,000 look like 10,000. That means that you like putting some ones in your shit and being a fucking fraud. You know. But I got like big ass fucking chains that look like they worth thousands of dollars that ain't real. You know, my studio where I'm recording my music is like my little speaker. It's big and two fucking cell phones. And that's how I produce all of these classic songs where I'm like carrying myself like I'm some fucking rich and famous person. I might be known and shit, but you ain't fame don't mean shit like if you're not rich. In my case, I get
Hey,
people doing shit for me, you know, but this shit is all an act, bro. This nigga want to be famous bad. Town Biz. That's why I said that. And then like I was calling myself. I gotta think the first video that I made and I put on Facebook was in 2011, and I was drunk, and I called myself famous or some shit like that. In that video, 4 years before my boxing video, I knew that that video wouldn't get no views either, because it was me uploading a drunk video to Facebook. My family's gonna think I'm crazy, and I still said it because that's just the way I view myself. I don't care if you think I'm a bum. I'm the shit. And I'm gonna carry myself that way regardless of what you think. I just want to talk to you. You see what I'm saying?
fuck, man.
Hey, it works though, bro. You know, like if you can be, you can convince, you can fool anybody if you can become a good enough fraud. You know, like everybody's a fraud. Floyd is a fraud. Floyd is a hype job too. He's just like a bigger hype job than others and shit, but he still get more credit than he deserves. He was cheating and shit, doing all kinds of shit to get advantages. But he's viewed as like top 50, maybe even top 20. He's admitting to making $1 million look like $100 million. You know, like, bro, he could have been broke all of this time and shit, showing off and like making it look good. But he got some ones stacked under that shit. We're
Damn.
fucking. Everybody is frauds, bro. Like these especially these singers and rappers, they net worths be like $1 million. Love and hip hop. These bitches worth 300,000. These bitches don't be having. They be living check to check, and they only be getting like 5,000 a show. You know, for those love and hip hops, except for the really popular ones, and they get like
Damn.
20,000 a show, like Jocelyn and shit. But you know, with like 10 episodes, that 20,000 would be like 200,000. You know, yeah, these motherfuckers be broke.
Damn.
Jocelyn fucking with Stevie J because she ain't got no money. But Stevie J ain't got no fucking money because he like owe so much in child support and he ain't had a hit in years. This nigga ain't produced a hit beat since the '90s for Puff Daddy. You know, like how the fuck is he worth five
You
five
right
million
though.
dollars? Worth $5 million though. This nigga ain't got shit. He got a TV show where he's a reality star who pretends to be something that he's not. You see what I'm saying?
It's crazy when you say it like that though. You right.
He's a fraud, just like
Yeah.
everybody else. And like I I specialize in, frauds, exposing frauds and shit, and pointing it out. And I figured out that everybody's fucked up. You know, I thought that Errol Spence wouldn't be a fraud, but he ended up being a fraud. And like he was always a hype job, but he's still a really good fraud and really good hype job, just like Floyd was. He's our new Floyd, whether we like it or not. No matter how much he pisses us off, we're gonna like deal with it. You see what I'm saying? Like, if Floyd Mayweather want to act like a bitch and not give us the fights that we want to see, fuck him. Why would we pay attention to him or even complain about it? Do whatever you want to do with your career. I'm not interested because you're not giving me what I want. But we complain You know what I'm saying? And still follow his career.
It's true. Fucking true.
While these motherfuckers are frauds. Errol Spence is the newest fraud. You know, getting all of this shit. Everybody. So remember that. Don't be fake. Don't lie. I don't say I have like a bunch of money that I don't have. I just to carry myself like $1 million, even if I got like $3 in my pocket and change. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck it. And then you might be able to sell a lifestyle, and have people that actually do have money believing that you are successful, which will make them support you more and respect you more when you're really just a fucking fraud.
Or you could be like,
I was making good money though. I was really making like 70,000 a year and shit. That in-home care shit was paying. I really was having money. I could just prove it, but I still carried myself like I was bigger than what I was.
you still got a link to that shit or no?
What?
That at home care shit.
Yeah, I can still do it, but like one of my patients died. I had three of them.
Oh shit.
He went and got like another nurse, and then he died. And the other one, I don't know. Like I gotta get an exemption now. I got a felony. I gotta like I apply for it. They're gonna deny it, and then I gotta fucking have the person sign acknowledging this person has a felony. So if he becomes violent with you, it's not our fault. And then send it back to him. And I just like never did it. I should because it's easy to do. You know, I just don't feel like going to the library and printing that shit out, and then meeting new fucking old people, old crippled people, and like doing all that shit. It's like fuck this shit. I'm trying to work on my boxing channel. I don't really care about money as long as I get what I want. You know, and that's what it's all about. You know, like why do the in-home care shit so you can make it to the fights and hang out like when you can still make it to the fights and hang out without the in-home care shit just by asking a boxing fan do they want to take you there, you know, fuck it, I'm still gonna be there.
That's what's up though, man. That's what's up today.
And I
They do
and be broke as fuck and be broke as fuck though, you know,
shit.
and I'm gonna
They
still
gonna
be
take care of you
there.
though. They gonna
I'm gonna
take care of
still
you.
be there, but I carry myself like a millionaire. We're all frauds, we're all hype jobs. You just try to make yourself the biggest. Triple G was like a hell of a fucking hype job. You're not gonna be able to put all of this in your video. Are you
This
on live? So you just
this is on
you
live, so it's
oh
uploading. Yeah.
yeah. Because I thought like some people be editing afterwards. But yeah, Triple G was like a fucking really good fraud. I mean, it's a white guy knocking out all black guys. You know what I'm saying? He's like, and then he's friendly and like lovable because he acts kind of like retarded. And it's really like his language barrier. And then he's using smaller gloves and making the black guys wear bigger gloves than him. You know, and then he fuck them up and they never had a chance. Shit, even that, he comes from like Kazakhstan where he's either gonna look like a Asian Bruce Lee or a Russian, and he's looking like a American white male, you know,
You said this
with
nigga
like
got plastic
white
surgery.
skin, bro. Like them Asians got darker skin than white people. They kind of like Mexicans, you know,
He's
almost.
bleaching this shit though.
Yep. Yeah, he did all of that shit so he can be a fraud. He's walking around like the venues with armed security, probably because all the shit I was saying on the internet. But these motherfuckers got guns, and the venue security don't even have guns. The only guns in the building are Triple G security and the police that's outside. They could have like shot some shit up. The Russians the only ones got guns. Triple G, damn.
But you know what?
That was a hell of a fucking fraud. Ronda Rousey was too, but this Triple G guy, he was well put together.
But you know what? It makes sense though. You know what? You say he had all that plastic surgery done and shit. He probably don't got no fucking nerves in his face and shit. So when he get hit in the face, he don't feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why he got that fucking chin like that. Canelo was
Mm.
laying some bombs on his ass. He ain't feel none of that shit, man. His fucking nerves all
You
fucked
know,
up.
he felt it. He just know how to channel it out and make it look like he didn't feel it. He feeling that shit, and he's really like rocks. But if you hit somebody hard as fuck, and you know you landed that shit good, and they just stand there, like you gonna pause, you gonna freeze up. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really got to run because you gonna be like, what the fuck? And he's fucked up right there. He's just gonna stand there. You see what I'm saying? You gonna be caught off guard hitting the motherfucker that hard, and they just stand there. But he's really like hurt. Cause I seen his legs wobble a couple of times in that fight.
Fuck
He's
Triple
just
G.
like good at like being retarded. You know what I'm saying? Retarded people can channel out pain like that. If something hurts you, you're gonna like say ouch or react to it. Something is wrong with your brain if you don't respond to pain well. You know what I'm saying? Like Canelo has killed somebody with his hands in the boxing ring before, and
Yeah, Amir Khan.
nah, he killed somebody in sparring in Mexico. Like the guy's dead now. You
Oh yeah, I
know,
know that story.
and then you got Triple G just getting punched by a punch that's probably way harder than what killed that guy, and he just don't fucking respond to it. He even like is still maintaining eye contact with you. You know, like something is wrong with that dude, man. But you can't like manufacture that. His chin, you know, like he got fake skin and bleached his skin, you know, smaller gloves. But that chin, he had to have that. You know what I'm saying? Or none of the cheating shit would have worked. He would have just been knocked out.
Yeah.
You know, we need frauds though and hype jobs in the sport. You know, like Errol Spence. You know, we need a fraud like him around that everybody believes in. Just like everybody believed in Floyd. Like he was the fraud because like they bring casuals to the sport. Errol Spence became a big draw really quick. Now he has to be a fraud to keep his undefeated record, and he's gonna keep it probably forever like Floyd. Then retire undefeated while he was being a fraud.
I
Shit.
think he'll take a loss one day, man.
Not if he only fight the fighters that he think he can beat. You know. Yeah. Shit. I don't know, man. You can't judge a fighter the same way once they start acting different. Oh, you said you think he might take a loss.
Yeah.
I think he won't even take the fight. You know, if you don't think he can win.
You talking about Crawford?
Spence.
Spence with Crawford though?
Spence is like a fraud now, bro. Spence is he's always been a hype job. You know, he's a fraud. He's ducking fighter Crawford, and then he has the nerve to say that he's the most feared fighter at 147. Right after he just ducked Crawford in an interview the day before, he said, "I'm the most feared welterweight." I pointed that shit out in the video. It's like you just defined yourself as a fraud because you're blatantly lying. You know what I'm saying? How is you most feared and you're scared of somebody? Then you like ducking drug tests, bro. Now you ducking fighters, and then you try to make more accomplished fighters look like they're lesser than what they really are. Like, bro, you just getting the cards are getting stacked pretty high on you being a fucking fraud, you
Man,
know,
Terence
and maybe
Crawford
even just a
over
fuck boy. It's like,
Terence Crawford over at Top Rank talking about he want to let the fight marinate and they could make a lot of money together.
yeah, because Terence Crawford was really like just trying to ride. Terence Crawford dissed Errol Spence to get popular, just like Town Business was dissing me to get popular and get known. He's attaching himself to someone bigger than him, knowing that I wasn't even going to acknowledge him, but it don't matter because he just using my name and putting some dirt on it. Then it's like gonna make people pay attention to you because they know me, they don't know you. You know, they're
Like
watching
Wilder and
because you're
AJ.
talking about me, Water and Asia.
Yep.
What you mean?
Wilder did the same thing
What?
with AJ.
Nah. that was like kind of building up for a while, man. Like Wilder and Tyson Fury was supposed to fight. Tyson Fury beat Klitschko, got the belts, and then Joshua started collecting Tyson Fury's belts, after he lost them from being on drugs. So now, like, you got all of the fucking belts that I was gonna get by fighting Tyson Fury. Now I gotta fight you. You know?
Were they ever? Were they? Do you remember if they were ever in negotiations? If Wilder and Fury scenes were ever in negotiations? I can't remember that shit.
No, they wasn't in the negotiations, but they was promoting it. It was gonna happen.
Right.
Like Wilder letting Fury come inside the ring, and then them arguing and shit like that. That's promoting. That's building the fight.
I was hyped
Wilder
for that
like
shit.
acknowledging this dumb shit that Tyson Fury do, like he done kissed somebody or some shit. That's promoting their fight because we want to see them fight. They already got this rivalry going. You know, all of that shit was like it's building up for years. Like while all of this shit is going on before it actually happens. So I think that they was gonna make it, but it still might happen. If Joshua get knocked out by Povetkin, Wilder just might go ahead and fight Tyson Fury. You know, if he get a good win and make a big fight, it's
Oh,
still gonna be big as fuck.
I'll bet you 50
The
on
t-
that Povetkin fight too.
Shit, I don't really know you like that, man.
Hey, we got
I might, but I might. You a Joshua fan, ain't you?
not really, man. I'm
You've
not.
been you be supporting Joshua over Wilder, even in the face of like all of their ridiculousness.
Nah,
So
really, it's these
I think
motherfucking Wilder fans.
I will take that fight with you. I mean that bet with you because like if you don't pay me, I'm still gonna talk shit about you even though I'm cool with you.
Cool,
You
and they
know.
heard it here. They heard it here. So yeah,
So
if and
Hitman
it's
Boxing is betting $50 on
50 US dollars.
Joshua beating Povetkin. Y'all gonna donate the money, but I'm gonna have it though. I'm gonna have it ready, but like I'm gonna like have some shit and be like, look, man, I had to pay this nigga my light bill money. I need y'all to donate this 50 so I can pay my light bill.
Man, that fight's
Yeah,
gonna be in the
somebody
UK
gonna
though,
do it.
man. That shit gonna be in the UK. They gonna test the shit out of Povetkin. He
Yeah,
not
they
he
gonna
not gonna
like.
win that fight.
I don't think they gonna test. Yeah, they gonna. But then try to let Joshua's juice. They might try to like let Joshua juice and test Povetkin. I don't know, man. They both gonna be juiced up because like Klitschko and fucking Joshua was juiced up. Klitschko might have demanded it. Povetkin's not gonna be one drug to see. He's gonna fuck this dude up, and the reason that I'm saying that is because Joshua ain't nothing but a fucking steroid, bodybuilder hype job. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm making a big deal about the juice because that's all he is. If he didn't get juiced up, like he'd have been getting fucked up like that video I made about him. He was skinny and getting beat up by like somebody that was 6 inches shorter than him.
Man, that's
He was
why.
winning robberies and shit, winning gold medals in the Olympics and shit in robberies and getting knocked out like that. I want to see Floyd's losses in fucking amateur. He ain't gonna lose like that. You know what I'm saying? He might have been learning some shit, and it's like somebody hit him a few more times. But boy, you got fucked up, mouth busted open and shit. You looking scared. You want to still fight, but you can't. You afraid. That's the type of shit that happens to this guy.
I'm talking about
See, all of
AJ.
a sudden, yeah, you getting knocked out and boo bop and shit. You was running away from Wilder before, and now you want to act like you grown because you done beat everybody else around him while you was avoiding him. You still that same scary ass fighter that was getting knocked the fuck out by that white boy.
Man, look though. All Wilder had to do was take what was offered since he's the B side, go over to the UK, knock AJ out like he's supposed to, and everybody lives happily ever after. He get
But
what he want.
they said that he wouldn't they wouldn't let him take what was offered. You remember he first they said 12 million and he came with the 50 million, and then they came back with another offer, and it just hit a like you know roadblock. And then he said, "Fuck it, I accept all of their terms." They were supposed to send him a contract with the new terms that he accepted, and then they never sent him a contract. They just kept saying he needs to sign the contract, but they never sent it to him. They just kept talking shit about him, even when he said, "I accept all their terms."
I was under the impression he
Mm-mm.
had that contract for 4 days and he didn't sign it.
Like, hell no, hell no. He didn't have no contract, or even the contract that he had was like not complete or some shit. It was no contract for him to sign. Cause they've pretty much been deceptive, hearing them about the shit the whole time. So if they can prove that they sent Deontay Wilder a contract, they got, electronically you can, it keeps records. They'll prove it. You know what I'm saying? Because Joshua looked bad out here. And if
Dude,
they
why
can
don't
like,
somebody why don't somebody just start releasing these emails or these conversations they had so they can clear the air? You know what I'm saying? Like they all full of
everybody
shit.
knows, because everybody know the truth without the emails coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like Josh Wilder wouldn't need to expose no emails and shit because everybody believed that he wanted to fight. Joshua was the one that's changing his mind about how much he wants for the fight, and Hearn is the one that's lying, and or people feel like he's lying. So he would be the one that needs to fucking expose some emails, because people would not believe in their shit. See what I'm saying?
They did have a contract though, bro, because Finkel said he was gonna send that shit on Sunday, I believe. Man, I done got so
It,
confused with all this bullshit going on, man. I
they
don't know
don't
what the
want to
fuck going
fight,
on no
bro.
more.
Like neither one of them wanted to fight because like Wilder wanted all the money, but he still. If I accept all of your terms and you don't give me a contract and then you start talking shit about me when you never gave it to me, like you don't want to fight. There's nothing that I could do. I really want to say neither one wants to fight, but if you're gonna take less money than what you deserve, and then they won't even let you sign for it, what the fuck could you do, bro?
But nah, they had
The
the
only way
contract. They had the contract. They just didn't send it. Shelly Finkel
that's
said they were gonna send a contract on Sunday.
that's probably some shit that Eddie Hearn said in the interview that you like reciting.
Nah, that's what Finkel said. I can go back and get the article. That's what he said. This shit on Twitter, I believe.
He said he had the contract.
He had the shit. They had the motherfucking contract.
That might, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't complete. I think I heard 78 say it wasn't a complete contract, whatever that means. I don't know. That could be like a bullshit excuse. What do you mean not a complete contract? You know, what is supposed to be in there? Like a contract really could be just a little paragraph and shit, and you sign your name agreeing to it. I've done contracts like that with motherfuckers that's like renting out rooms and shit to me. You gonna pay me this amount, and you're gonna get the fuck out by this day if you don't have the money, and you can use it in court against them. So I don't know what the fuck. I don't know, bro. I wasn't really interested in that rivalry because I think both of them are frauds. You know,
And
but I
now,
like Joshua though. I think Joshua's a exciting fighter. Without outside his Parker shit. He knocked motherfuckers out. I ain't have a problem with him, but I knew that he was like moving around like a fraud. I didn't even want him to get the IBF belt because I knew people was gonna start demanding him to fight certain fighters, and he wasn't gonna be willing to fight them because he ain't ready, bro. He's still learning. I think he picked up boxing late or some shit. He just wasn't gonna be trying to fight everybody because he was already ducking Wilder.
well,
Wanting to put it off and shit and wait a while. Gonna have to get more fights before he take a fight with Wilder. You
well,
know,
September
and
22nd.
and, and and Wilder done fought all these fucking bums, bro, and became a multi-millionaire. He got like all kinds of millions of dollars just available, just because some steroid user said, "Give it to me." And he gonna produce it, and he fought all of these fucking bums. This nigga's a fraud too. They
Hey,
fucking frauds.
they
Fucking everybody's a fraud. Everybody, bro. Like Errol fucking Kovalev, he's a fucking fraud who was like not wanting to fight Stevenson for real. And Andre Ward moving up and he's trying to like prove how tough he is. but he's supposed to get undisputed. He fucking beat Kovalev and just retired, being a fraud, pretending that he was gonna clean out the division when he was just gonna fight that one fighter. You know, and who else? Like we can go all the way down. It's 168. I don't even pay attention to them because they all frauds. But fucking James DeGale was a fraud there. This dude
Oh,
didn't have
definitely.
not one fucking impressive victory when he had the belt. He always struggled against people he wasn't supposed to struggle with. And they said that Ward was ducking him. You know, like he can't even look good against B-level fighters.
He was
He's a
he was getting
fucking
worked by
fraud.
Porky Medina.
He really lost the fucking Badu Jack. Yeah, he
Yeah, he
might have
did.
like, yeah, he might have won the Porky shit though, but he was looking fucked up. I think Porky was juiced up though, to be honest. That dude threw 1,200 punches, and he's a fucking super middleweight. He threw over 100 punches around. That's like what the fighters at 130 be doing. This nigga's like a light heavyweight throwing 100 punches around. You can't do that shit without the juice. And he was with fucking one of those dudes. What's the? It's Victor Conte and the other one. He was with the other one. Victor Conte and fucking. Where the fuck these motherfuckers go? You don't remember the name?
Nah.
They started with a B. But yeah,
Um.
damn, who the fuck? Yeah, they had like these. They was like important factors in boxing for a while. These two guys, and they had the scandal before, but people were still using them, using their services because they had legal steroids. Yeah, these
Uh.
motherfuckers, because they frauds. You gotta fucking get on some juice that's like you can smoke fake weed and get high and not test positive for THC. You see what I'm saying? So even though you're taking the test, you still smoking weed, fake weed. That's gonna have that same type of effect. It just don't have the active ingredient that's gonna make you test positive. Brooke is doing that shit, and he got the best shit in the world because he's a fucking fraud. He ain't never test positive, but he got some. That dude is so scary. Like he'll do that shit. He'll make $1 million person spend fucking $250,000 of it on like the best technology that he can put in his body, so he can show up with a whole full body Draco to massacre a fucking bum.
You talking about Kell Brook?
Yeah, like look, he probably would have spent like his whole a million of his $3 million purse to like get extremely strong on fucking natural ingredients that cost them $1 million of his 3 million fighting Errol Spence, and just because he's a coward like that, he's the type of that to do that shit. But he was definitely on some shit. It was just like legal. It's just when I think of that motherfucking name. But yeah, he blocked me. Who was the one that Marquez was training with when he was drinking piss?
Oh shit. You talking about
I
fuck.
don't think he wasn't with Nacho.
Yeah, he was with him. Wasn't he with Nacho? I thought he was with Nacho.
Nacho ain't have him drinking piss. Yeah, he probably was with Nacho, but he got with like that other motherfucker that was rumored. He was in that scandal and shit. Like, and Vanis exposed this guy too. Like that I'm talking about. Like the dude tried to charge him $10,000 to start shooting some kind of substance in his ass with a needle, and he wouldn't do it. His cheating ass was gonna cheat. He just didn't have a 10,000, so he exposed the guy. You know.
Yeah, Victor Conte. That dude is
Well, let me see something real quick. I'm gonna look that shit up. And the other guy, I want to see what the dude name is. They never talk about them no more. Okay.
look, if you just joining us, hit that like button. Hit the like button if you in the chat right
Hey, is
now.
it still? How many people is in the listening to this shit? I
17
forgot.
right now.
I forgot that we was like still on live, bro. I'm just like sitting here talking about these motherfuckers.
I think we got probably like another 20 minutes before it cuts out. I think you're gonna do this shit for 3 hours or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think me and Who was that? Thunderdome Boxing did that. That shit did like a lot of fucking viewers. I don't even be remembering how these conversations be going. I might go on and on forever about like some crazy shit and not even realize it because when I sobered up, I never went back and watched the video. I was just making new shit, more new shit. It's all kind. I done stumbled across some wild shit that I done put on the internet. Like, what the fuck? I said that shit, and like everybody heard it, and then I just thought I was just slick and shit, you know. After
Yeah,
that, but I didn't even realize it because I was so fucked up when I said it. Yeah, fuck it. I don't like live my life for other people, so motherfuckers like you know get judgmental. I just cut them off. Like the whole 7 billion population of the world can be pissed off as long as I'm happy. If they pissed off of something that's I'm doing that's making me happy, they can stay pissed off. I'll be isolated from the world, and I'll just be happy. Fuck them. That's pretty much what I do too. I'm not about to like kiss nobody's ass to or bend over backwards to fit in and be accepted by other followers that do things to fit in. If you don't want to fuck with me, then fuck you because I'm a leader. You're gonna accept me how I am, or you're not gonna accept me at all.
I'm just
And
reading
this
some of these.
yeah,
Some of
this
these.
way you can make trends and become a trendsetter instead of follow trends.
I'm just
Yeah.
reading through
If you,
some of these comments. Yo, the Kell Brooks situation, man. Look, I'm not big on Kell Brook anymore because he moves up to 154 and he takes these easy opponents, these dudes that he could knock out. When he could take on tougher opponents, Jermell Charlo, who's willing to give him a title shot, and right now he's fighting an eliminator. Why are you fighting an eliminator for? You already got a shot at the title. So this next fight, who's he fighting? Brandon, what's the guy's name?
Kell Brook,
Who's Kell Brook fighting
Brendan
next?
Cook, Brendan
Brandon
Cook.
Cook from Canada. I don't know who the fuck that is. I never heard
Mm.
of this guy. I know he's gonna get knocked out. That's gonna make Kell Brook look good. He's just trying to get that fight with Amir Khan. He's not gonna get it.
Kell Brook is the best managed fighter. I've been saying this for years. He's the best managed fighter I've ever seen since I've been covering boxing. Since I've been following boxing my whole life. He's the best managed, bro. He's fought all bums and didn't take no chances, and then until he had to step up and fight for the belt, he fought like a guy who was smaller than him to get the belt. And then he went back to fighting bums until he can make a multi-million-dollar payday, in a fight where
Triple
he was
G.
expected to lose. And
Yep.
then he went and made another multi-million-dollar payday in another fight that he was expected to lose. And now he's back to fighting bums. Like that's the blueprint right there. You know what I'm saying? And then even when he was fighting them bums, he only was calling Amir Khan out. He wouldn't call him fucking Keith Thurman out or nobody. And like he's fucking got all kinds of. He's a big name, and made all kinds of money being a fraud. That shit crazy.
Charlo's
And
are better managed. I don't know about that, sporting icons.
Charlos are better managed. Man, Charlos is getting paid $500,000 a fight. I just seen one of them. Jermell got 750 from beating Austin Trout, but he looked bad in that one, and that's still 750. Like Kell Brook made like about $5 million to fight Triple G. At least 3 million. I think it was 5 million American, 3 million pounds. And then with Errol Spence, I think he made the same thing, like another $5 million. Just two fights where he was ducking one fighter that he was scared to fight and he was expected to lose to, and he fought another hype job fraud he was expected to lose to. Like, and he made all this money, bro. You don't get no better than that.
He's doing all right.
Fucking,
He's doing fine. You know,
it's like he's never to blame for shit. You know, when he is fighting bums, it's okay. And when he's fighting a tough fighter, it's okay if he lose because we expect it. Just as long as he go through with the fight, we're happy. It's because he gay and shit. That's why people be nice to him. Because anybody else, like, what the fuck, bro? You supposed to be fighting these motherfuckers. We ain't happy that you fought them and you still lost. Nigga, get to the back of the line. He's still a big name. Shit. Yep. They killed it with Brook. Especially like his build up when he like, fighting the bums and then working your way to the title shot where you know this guy is 5'5" and you 5'9" and you're stronger than him with a longer reach and a better. He's just like, and that fight was his to win, bro.
Against
Porter
Porter?
ain't. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a mismatch. Brook like a fucking full body Draco. He was like beating these bums up worse than I ever seen in my life. Like I never seen bums get beat that bad. You know how he was beating his bums, bro. And he'd talk shit to the bum before he knock him out. Like I'm finna explode on your bitch ass. I'm
Oh
gonna
shit.
explode on you. This is gonna
Bit
be
Kevin Bizier.
explosive. This is gonna be a short night.
Oh
And
shit.
he then you see like a fucking bum just splattered all over the rope and blood just pouring out of their face and shit. And it was only like a
Oh shit.
5 minute fight. You like, damn.
I remember that shit.
And Brooks show up like extra strong, looking like he was on something. But he just like trained really hard to fucking kill a bum. But the bum drives a cab and don't got time to work out while he's driving. And this nigga in the gym for 5 hours a day. I'm gonna kill me a motherfucking bum today.
Oh
And he
shit.
do. That shit was like kind of. It was funny back, but it's still kind of fucked up because it's true. This nigga strapped the fuck up. Like Triple G didn't even get in amazing shape when he fought Vine because he knew what type of situation it was.
Yeah.
Brooke is showing up like he about to fight Floyd Mayweather, but he's fighting fucking a really bad bum. He fighting Rod Salka, and he trained like he was fighting Floyd Mayweather. This motherfucker's about to die and shit.
This motherfucker get an 8-week training camp to prepare for a fucking taxi driver.
Yeah,
Oh
that's what he
shit.
should do. Just because he liked to work out in the gym a lot. Shit. Yeah, that nigga was. I guess he got into working his legs too. He just liked to work out, and he just been in the gym all the time, getting strong as fuck and just murdering bums. That shit crazy.
I
Like,
remember when he said that shit. I will explode on Kevin. That was one of the first videos I made. That bullshit. Hell no.
yeah, and like, shit. I'm glad Jermell ain't fighting no bums, man, because Jermell be in the gym working hard as fuck. Like that dude punch hard as fuck. And like, if he was fighting bums, them motherfuckers would be fucked up. He did that shit to Erickson Lubin when he was trying, and Lubin's good as fuck, putting niggas to sleep. Like Hadley, he put both of them dudes to sleep.
Yeah.
Just think if he was fighting fucking bums, bro. This nigga be catching bodies every fight. I don't know, man. They said Jermell knocked out fucking Errol Spence too.
I heard about that, but I don't know. Could have
It's
happened.
easy. It's easier to believe if it's Errol Spence knocking them out, huh? But if it's Jermell knocking Spence out, it's hard to believe.
Nah, man.
And you know why? It's because Errol Spence is a fucking hype job. You know what I'm saying? He's just too big of a hype job. It's taking a new life of itself. Like this nigga became a big draw and a big name from scaring established fighters after looking good in sparring matches we never saw.
The Floyd shit and
Yeah.
the Broner shit.
How is you the favorite to beat Kell Brook and you fought bums your whole career? And all we know about you is you like were rumored to look good against some established fighters. A fucking old Floyd and a B level Broner. You beat their ass in sparring, and now you're gonna beat an undefeated champion. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Errol Spence he's been in a hype job like too long. It's just too big. It's out of control now. You know, you have to like just go with that energy and shit and try to deal with it. and fight it a little bit because if you just go against Errol Spence, even though he's in the wrong, well, you're gonna lose support on your channel. You know, you're gonna regret that shit. Because just like if you mention Errol Spence and you get a lot of views in them videos, if you dissing them people that watch your videos that was supportive him, they not gonna watch your shit no more. Even if you stop dissing them, because now that's how they view you, and you're not their friend. I thought you was my friend and you was gonna support my guy. Shit, I know niggas in their personal life, and like I'm still gonna dish your ass if you acting up. This is my job. Nigga, I'm not about to be a fraud because you a fraud. I got fraud ways, but not like that. I ain't gonna lie to you for your ass. Hey, but and some more crazy shit I done did. Like, I actually know what I'm doing when I'm doing it. Like when I was talking to Letitia Crawford, I know in my mind like I'm trying to fuck Terence Crawford's sister. I'm trying to fuck Terence Crawford's sister because I'm trying to work on building my boxing career, and like that would connect me to Terence Crawford, and I'm trying to become a millionaire too. You know, so I'm talking and hollering at her and trying to find any kind of way to get her to a fight or hang out, trying to fuck this top fighter's sister and like to blow up, bro. Like that shit is fucking crazy. Even Clarissa Shields, I'm knowing who they are when I'm talking to them, and I'm doing all kinds of shit, and that's why I'm doing it.
Hey, you ever have any dialogue with Keith Thurman?
Nah, not directly, but
He did
I
mention you.
not by name though. Did he? Not. I don't remember him mentioning me by name,
I don't think it was by
but
name. You had mentioned some shit.
yeah, he was like mentioning different. He's just like angry about what reporters are saying, and I'm like the number one reporter that was the only one really that was talking shit about him like that. But I never directly talked to him, but I could have. Maybe not because I was just dissing him for so long. I don't know. I added his what was it? His niece. I think I added his niece or some chick. She was grown and she was white, but she was related to him because he's half white, you
Yeah.
know. And like I was like trying to get her to talk to him for me, but she wouldn't do it, you know. And then I started like trying to holler at her because I'm gonna fuck this bitch just because like it's gonna get me connected to you or do something, you know. I be going for it, bro. Like I've risked it all. You never know how this fighter, this rich person is gonna respond. You already been talking shit about them on the internet. All of these fighters get shit talked about them by me on the internet, even if I'm supporting them later. They just remember the disses. And now I'm trying to fuck your sister. I'm trying to fuck your niece. You know, shit. And who else? I'm trying to fuck this guy's fiance, who's a gold medalist, established boxer. It's like premeditated. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm doing some fucked up shit, and I'm gonna do it anyways.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna make it, nigga, no matter what. And like, if you wanna like act shady and shit and turn your back on me, then I'm gonna diss your ass for fame. I'm still attaching my name to yours, you know. And even your silence is still a response because you know I'm dissing you because you know about who I am, and everybody else do too. So it builds your name and reputation. It's crazy, bro. Just think if I could have like actually became like in a relationship with Clarissa Shields. You know, like that shit would have changed the game, bro. I would have been like at all of the fights. I would have been a regular on Showtime because that's where she's fighting at,
Right.
and which would mean I'd be like in front of the cameras more. I would be getting more followers, more support, more, you know, I more promotion. It'll make me bigger, faster, a lot faster, and yeah, shit, all that. That shit would have like been a shit, bro. And I knew it would have been. Even if she don't give me $1, I could use her name and reputation to blow my shit up quick, you know.
Nah, you
So
right about that.
I go for like the gold, bro. You know, I go for a risk it all. You know, like I think I tried to, what was it? I wanted to fuck Broner's baby mama for so long, and I never talked to her though. She just got mad over a video I made that I had her in it, saying Broner was on Molly's. But who else? I don't know. I'll be doing all kinds of shit. I might, yeah, I just respect Broner a lot. But Charles Hadley's wife is fucking sexy as fuck. Like she's like a model type sexy. She pretty as a motherfucker. And I'm like all over her, liking all of her shit with the love symbol on all of her social media and shit, all her pictures. Like, nigga, I'm gonna try to fuck that bitch too. I tried to fuck Latondria, knowing she was with that nigga, Jalen Love. Shit,
Jalen
I
Love.
done talked to her. Yeah, she in a relationship with Jalen Love. I think they married. Latondria Jones.
That name sound familiar.
Yeah, big booty chick that was knocking motherfuckers out with Mayweather with TMT. I,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I tried to fuck her a few times. You know, I could never get her to respond though. That don't mean that I tried. That didn't try. I got Clarissa Shields, who was a bigger catch, but it was like not what I wanted. Latondria Jones is sexy as fuck. Fucking Clarissa Shields is ugly. You know, she's just like more successful. And I was gonna date that ugly ass bitch. And I was gonna tell her that she was beautiful. I stopped like acting like she was ugly, you know, and like started speaking of her as being beautiful and shit. Even though that's not really how I completely truly felt. She was
Man,
looking better,
he's about to
but
get
she
her
was
knocked out. You gonna have
well,
her
yeah,
in love? She'll get.
yeah, me and her beefing like before her fight. I tagged her opponent too in like a post that I made where I was exposing that she asked for my number and not the other way around. You know, I
Hey,
posted it on Instagram and like uh tagged both of them. And then this bitch knocking you out down in the first round. She battling them demons. I had to run to the bathroom. Hold on. Yeah. Let me get an intermission real quick.
yeah,
You can go
yeah,
ahead and like see what else they talking about in the comments. Give me a second, like 30 seconds.
yeah. Hitman Boxing, Travis Gotti. Hit the like button. Subscribe. What are y'all talking about in the chat, man? Sporting icons, you still here, man? It's like 2 o'clock in the morning where you live. Wilder said he want 50-50 now. He definitely don't want the fight now. I was gonna say you should get on. Oh shit. Oh, it's only 10 o'clock. I didn't know. My bad. You guys are 6 hours ahead, so thought it was later and shit.
I wasn't supposed to be wearing this fucking hat. This was supposed to only be worn in my video. I've been having it on for like an hour. I bought a hat that says "I love Kush" on it, and you're not even really supposed to be smoking weed. Well, you can smoke weed off of the facility, but you gotta have it to smoke it. And I got it like on my hat. I'm tripping. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. But yeah,
Oh
I've been
shit.
getting like the wrong gear. And like my other hat is a Compton hat that
Damn.
like people view as a gangbang and shit. Motherfuckers. Yo, I gotta like I'm a wild dude, bro. Cause like I'm still thugging out. And this is like work hours. This is when the people that's in the office and shit, the important people be at work, like during these hours right now, and I'm like just fucking doing me, smoking, smelling like weed, wearing fucking talking shit into the phone real loud, you know, walking around with the speaker like playing loud rap music that's violent. And it's like all of this shit just happening around me. I'm like, fuck y'all niggas. Now I'm gonna show you something about what's really going on. I ain't finna put. I got all my shit off. Ugh.
I don't really know what's going on in
It's a,
boxing.
shit,
De
I
La
can come
Hoya
up with
said
some
he
shit.
want to come back. De La Hoya
Fight
said
real
he
quick.
want to fight.
De La Hoya. Yeah, he can probably come back and sell some bullshit. Not like a him and Floyd might be able to fight again in like 5 years, and it'll be big. They just old as fuck and shouldn't be fighting.
Shit, De La Hoya
And
might
look,
not be alive in 5 years.
this is like work hours and shit. And this is like right outside the door. There's a guy right here. Motherfuckers
Hold on a
just walking
second.
around.
Hold on, Hitman, you be hating
Look,
Wilder, man. I don't hate Deontay Wilder. I don't hate him. I'm just letting y'all
you
know he's a bum fighter. One step up fight.
can zoom in.
I mean, what more do you want me to say? I mean, what? I'm not gonna ride for him like that. You know, he's a good dude, kinda.
Can fucking zoom in and shit. Oh yeah, I just had to get the fuck back in the house because like I just saw the sobriety counselor and he gonna know that I'm high because this nigga been fucking sober for like 12 years, 20 years and shit. He's gonna identify it immediately because he's jealous, you know. And I'm like outside, like during the. This is the type of shit that's going on while I'm like, and I got the hat too. Fuck them, because I really like been wanting to get kicked out forever. I ain't think that they was gonna tolerate my shit. Like I don't go to the meetings that they twice two that's required a day, like roll call. I don't do that. I don't fucking do shit. Go to the groups where you gotta discuss, you know, your problems and shit. I don't go to none of this shit. I get high and fucking on the when I want and play loud music, and they just let me stay here because I'm a veteran and I deserve patience. I
And you don't gotta pay nothing, right?
don't pay shit.
Oh, that's what's
Oh
up.
no, I gotta pay $60 a month out of my little income that I got.
But it's still like what you call it, like just like a place where you till you get back on your feet and shit, right?
Shit, and they give you 2 years to figure it out, but then even after that, they come up with some other shit. But I don't think I'll be here that long. But that's how long I can stretch it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really not that bad, bro. It's nice as hell. They let me do whatever I want. You know, they might like spy on me and shit. I can't just throw it in their face like this. And this right here, I supposed to got my hair cut at like 2 hours ago. After at 12 when I thought our shit was gonna be over. But this right here scares people. You know, keep them away, but it makes them pay attention to me. Some negative shit, but they still don't fuck with me.
All
And
the
I got
Compton
this,
shit.
and then I got this one. And they know I'll be high. It's like, yeah, fuck it. You know, if I could do whatever the fuck I want here for free, then why the fuck do I need a sponsor? Oh, I just can't bring no bitches over. That's the only thing. And matter of fact, I was supposed to be hooking up with this bitch that I was with yesterday. Like, I didn't realize like the shit that I was putting off while we stayed on live. I was just like, fuck it. Because it's really working on my channel, but I want to fuck this bitch. I was supposed to fuck this bitch yesterday. Hold on. Let me see. I can still hear. This bitch need to come through. See.
Hit the like button, please. Like the
Yeah,
video.
make sure y'all go and subscribe to my new channel. Y'all ain't really like I ain't really gotta say that because just me being here is putting me back in the community, you know. And y'all know that like I'm back making videos because apparently I'm not important enough where you just gonna notice like, damn, this dude ain't made videos in a minute. Oh yeah, and I got locked up too, so that's another thing. Yeah, so that's like throw people way off. First your channel get deleted and then you go to jail forever. Yeah, I can't blame y'all for my shit. Even though I tried to. Yeah. But I'm back out here. The videos don't have the still picture in it like it used to be no more. I use like, you know, like little 30-second clips or whatever for my videos. And just, make it look more professional. But we
Are
still talking shit, thugged
you
out.
still using the same app?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I still use this. I'm just use like videos instead of the picture. Just download like some Instagram video, and then like duplicate it and loop it a whole bunch of times until it's stretched to when you stop talking. You know, it's like almost the same amount of work. It's like the still picture. The only difference is instead of using a screenshot to get that thumbnail or for that picture, I just like copy a link and then go to another app. That's the only difference. But, it's quick.
Where you so you be taking where do you get the footage from? Just YouTube videos and you extract it?
Instagram.
Instagram?
I
Okay.
I normally like to use like the latest Instagram video that they posted, especially if it's like a training video or something that have clips from their fights. You don't want to like put them, going on stage receiving an award for 20 minutes, looping it over and over.
Right.
That's what I do. I got like all of the apps and shit to steal shit off of the internet. I got the YouTube downloader. Yeah, I got the Instagram downloader, Facebook downloader. If you need to download some shit illegally on the internet, shit, I can help you out and conceal it too. I'll be like, I got like accounts that's just strictly for uploading my porno type shit that I make. So it's not in my phone and it's not like in connected to something that's connected to me.
Right.
Like I could just go to this account and I know that's the only thing that's gonna be there, and no chance of anybody seeing it. You can really go to Pornhub and search Travis Gotti, and you will see a private video because I actually did upload a video on that motherfucker.
You
Trying
serious,
to,
man?
yeah. I'm like, wow, this fuck. I got like about 5 movies, and I was gonna use them to promote the music. I still might.
You wild, man. When you gonna be free again to do this?
Shit, anytime. Like I do be working on my videos. All I do is like work on my channel. So this right here is like working on my channel. You know what I'm saying? So I could take a break from making videos or music to talk about boxing. Anytime, bro. Like tomorrow, shit. In an hour. If I ain't sleep, I'll be down.
Shit, we should try to do this shit tomorrow and get sporting icons on here.
All right, that'll work. If
That'll
you
work.
know how to do it like that. Yeah. If you know how to hook it up. I don't know how to do that shit.
Yeah, just invite motherfuckers and shit. So
But yeah. And then yeah, it'll be like a different mood, different, I might be more energetic. I might be energetic now, but I've been like up forever with help to stay up. But yeah, shit, I'm down.
cool. Sporting icons, you're gonna be free tomorrow. Make sure you join up. I'll send you that link tomorrow. But shit, I really ain't got shit else to say other than go ahead and subscribe to Travis Gotti Boxing, like the video, thumb it up, subscribe to the channels, all that good shit.
All
I'm
right,
gonna add one more link to
and
this
yeah,
fucking
let me
video.
let me go ahead and throw some shit out there. Look, subscribe to the Facebook like page that I got. It got like about 700-800 views on there, likes on there. But make sure you subscribe like that page, Travis Gotti Boxing like page, because these YouTube channels might end up getting deleted. Like they strict with these rules, and I'm still like dissing fighters hardcore. I just make sure I don't commit no crimes blatantly, but I'm bending all the rules, even though I'm not breaking them. And I could like, something could happen, and then you won't know where I'm at. But I put it on Facebook or add me on Instagram. You know, Travis Gotti, just one word. I got my official Travis Gotti, just like the fucking stars got they shit, they first and last name with no numbers. I got that shit. It was open. I fucking searched for it. That shit make me feel like established and shit. But yeah. Add my Instagram. Like if you make rap music, you know how to rap. If you want to be a rapper, I have a ghostwriter for you and a coach. I don't like to fucking read lyrics, even though I got a writer. So I just freestyle mine, but I can make that happen. I'll put you on the track and teach you how to rap. That go for anybody. We can jump on some shit right now, nigga. But don't wait too long, because I might start saying you gonna pay me 250 a verse. You know what I'm saying? It depends how I'm feeling. Because motherfuckers is petty. Like you try to work for them for free and shit, work with them for free, and then they try to sell you shit. Motherfucking like nobody producers trying to sell me beats when like I'm way more known than them, and I can just get beats from anybody. I can steal beats. Like I'm fucking doing you a favor by working with you for free, and you just like trying to sell me a beat for $20. Like get the fuck out of here. But I work with anybody for free. Just hit me up, you know, promptly. Let me know you're interested. We can do something.
Make that shit happen. Hitman
Yep.
boxing. Travis Gotti boxing.
And don't trust these bitches out here. Don't never put all of your trust in a woman, because she don't trust you. And if she don't trust you, it's because she's not worth being trusted. She's not trustworthy. She's accusing you of doing things just because she's doing them and you don't know. And she think that you're doing it too. She has her guilty conscience is making her be a detective to you. And don't move in with these bitches. You do what you got to do to blow up. That's what I did. But it wasn't really. It was because I was in some random state in LA trying to blow up on some other shit. It wasn't like me back in Grand Rapids moving in with a woman. See what I'm saying? You move in with these bitches, man. They can like do all kinds of shit to fuck your life up, get you locked up. You know, this bitch set me up, bro, and I didn't even put my hands on her. I just threatened her to like scare her to acting right, and got a felony and lost all of my shit. So don't trust these bitches. Be loyal to your day ones. Never get the big head. Be humble, because what you are getting the big head for, other people are looking at it like that ain't shit. And I'm disappointed that you know you were satisfied at this level, because I'm trying to get to this other level. Stay humble. If you went from making like 40,000 a year to 60,000 a year, stay humble. Don't get a big head, because like somebody that makes 80,000 a year is looking at you like, bro, you ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? And you just content with it and shit. So, I had to like learn all of this shit. Putting fucking money on the internet, like I'm flashing $1,000 right one time. But it's other motherfuckers that can pull out like 10,000 cash, you know, on this Friday, and next week they gonna pull out a different stack that's like 15,000. You pulling out fucking 1,000, and some of that might be your rent money or bill money. Like you got to be careful doing that type of shit, because you can get embarrassed. But you know, being embarrassed by a rich person isn't the worst thing in the world either. You know,
That's
all
damn
of
good
this little
advice.
shit. Yeah, you just shit. I don't know, man. You do what you got to do. And the biggest frauds finish the richest. Look at these fighters in boxing. I ain't saying be a liar. I'm saying like view yourself as bigger than what you are, and then attempt to achieve how you if you view yourself as a millionaire, go carry yourself that way, and then go get that million. Because how you think about yourself and how you view yourself is how you're gonna end up. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna become your reality. If you think highly of yourself, other people will feel that you're important enough to be thought highly of, and you be viewed as an important person. If you don't think you're shit and you just a piece of shit, you're not worth anything, other people will not see any value in you because you're not showing any value. You don't think that you're valuable. You know, your reality, how you think about yourself, is how you're gonna turn out. You become what you think about. I've been saying that I was famous and shit like forever, and I got a certain level of fame. You know, I'm like well known, just like a lot of these fighters, maybe even more so. They ain't even fighting on TV. I'm doing like hundreds of thousands of views and shit. Like more boxing fans know about me than a lot of professional boxers. You know,
That's true.
and I carry myself like better than most of them. You know, which makes me fit in better and make them more comfortable around me. If I'm like acting like some nigga that sell dope in the hood around multimillionaires, they're gonna be like uncomfortable. You know, if I'm acting like I'm not confident, then I'm acting like I'm nervous and don't belong there around them people, which is gonna make people uncomfortable. But if I'm like more flashy and I stand out more than them, then they like shit. You know, it's one of us. It works. You just have to view yourself a certain way, and you can pull off anything. You know, like I look the role with the rap shit. I mean, I named myself Travis Gotti intentionally, and now I'm playing a mafia character on the internet. It really shouldn't be that hard to figure out. But forgot what I was originally gonna say. But yeah, man, all kinds of shit. You become what you think about, and it's
That's
just
real
as
shit.
simple as that.
That's
You
real
know,
shit.
and it sounds simpler. It's extremely complicated too. You know, you could be fucking dooming yourself. You cursing yourself. Like women that say, "I'll never have a good man. I ain't gonna never end up with no good man. They always gonna be putting their hands on me." And that's how she view herself. So that's what she's gonna attract because she only feel like she's good enough for them. You know. And like with the music, that's what I was gonna say. It's extremely believable. It's threatening. It's like I carry myself like a violent, reckless street thug, and that's the image that I'm trying to portray. So I'm doing my job. Normally, if you look the role, you'll get the part. You know what I'm saying? If you could play the part well, and I'm already delivering on my end the most that I could do. Now I just got to get the role. But I'm already acting like Denzel. I just need the fucking role for the movie and shit. Give me the opportunity for the movie. I'm gonna be ready because I'm already Denzel and shit. I'm Terence Crawford. That's the best fighter in the world, but you gotta let me inside the door so I can show you how good I am. But I'm the shit. You know, that's how it is, man.
Hey, make sure you call them people, man. When we get done, get that role. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
Don't forget about that
I
shit.
can't like I don't really want to interrupt the fighter. He too much. He was at the pool with his son or something.
Oh
I
shit.
don't know. You know, like I'm already like privileged to be able to just have these motherfuckers' phone number and just call them whenever. But like, I don't know. Maybe that's something I should call back because he set that shit up. You know, I asked like to get me in a movie. You introducing me to the fucking who do the casting. Yeah, maybe I should call him back. I will
Hell yeah.
before before I go back to doing me. But yeah, thanks for putting me on the show, Travis Gotti. Out here promoting, man. We did a show with Made Man yesterday. I'm planning on doing a show with Enter the Arena Me and him talk. We're gonna do a collab. Hey, Sean Newton, you want to do a video or whatever? Like he said, he wanted to do a video with me when I was doing Main Man. I'll work with anybody. Y'all gotta just contact me on anything. Comment on the video.
Ooh,
You
you
know,
gonna break the internet with that Shawn Newton one. You gonna break the motherfucking YTBC with that one. That's
yeah,
gonna be one to look forward to.
yeah, like, and I'm willing to work with anybody because, like, even if I don't like you, we just gonna be arguing and shit, and it's gonna make for a
Yeah,
good video.
hell
But
yeah,
yeah, I work with anybody. I'm just trying to get my feedback wet in the community. I can't like troll and piss people off and try to get promotion that way now because people already know who I am. I can't trick people into, promoting me no more. You know, so whatever. I get back interactive and shit, and that's like gonna boost the growth of my channel. That's the shit I gotta do now. Instead of like fucking just being controversial, that shit isn't gonna work. They already know who you are, and it's not gonna work that way. You gotta fucking be a part of the community now,
yeah.
even if it's like dissing motherfuckers, just debating boxing, but like interacting with other people. You know, fuck it. So we got a lot of shows coming, a lot of shit, and I'm available like pretty much all of the time. If anybody y'all want to do a video, music or boxing, hit me up.
Shit. You mean sport icons? We're gonna set some shit up for tomorrow. I don't know, same time if you good with that.
Yeah, like I might not be doing nothing around that time. Let me see. Yeah, that'll be cool.
All right,
I'll just be looking forward to it. So whenever 11 hit, I'll be ready.
all right, that works. Shit,
Yep.
sport icon
All right.
said join up with ASBC, join the team,
ASBC.
join our gang.
No, I ain't joining no games. I'm still YTBC.
You
I'm
still
TBE at a
YTBC?
YTBC too. I can't be going and being like in somebody else's movement because I supposed to have my own movement. You know, like how could I go and join a side boxing community that was created by somebody else? I'm a leader in my own movement. I can't be a follower in someone else's movement, but I support everybody's, what they got going on. You
Shit,
know.
Xbox, X Pac joined DX and NWO. It's the same thing. You already know.
Oh yeah, we came together and collided on this video. But like this really is like McDonald's and Burger King getting together and having a barbecue. They selling their burgers together, but McDonald's is still not trying to become a part of or even be named Burger King. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They still are McDonald's. They're just working together. It has to be that way. I don't know. Y'all can call it whatever y'all want. I gotta be YTBC though, because I'm about to be dissing the fuck out of the LDBC. I went
that's
and
fine.
tried to like warn these niggas, and I didn't get a response because motherfuckers don't want to read they shit, but once a week. So now I just have to do what I have to do. It's premeditated, well thought out, and then it's gonna be executed. You know, and they can't stop from dying when I execute their ass because I planned it out. Y'all see what I'm talking about.
Hey, we
I
don't
went
we
to
don't.
I went to 78 and was trying to see like if he would have a problem with me dissing his shit, you know, because I'm trying to bring back my shit. Or every everybody's YTBC, but y'all got y'all own shit, whatever. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting back into it, but his shit is about to be dissed, and mine is gonna be elevated. And I was like, I just won't put his name in a diss. I'm gonna try. I won't diss him, but fuck the rest of the LDBC. Like I fuck with Floyd, but fuck TMT. You see what I'm saying? That type
Yeah,
of shit. And that's what's gonna happen. I won't get him, but if he want to be a part of it, it'll be just like fun and shit. So it won't be like I'm gonna just leave him out of it. Fuck it. If he wanted, if 78 got a problem, then fuck it. We can. It's just some internet shit. I would never like beef with him on a serious level.
yeah.
But he did diss the fuck out of me one time. You know, I was flattered by it. You know, like this guy that I look up to that inspired me to get started. He made a 10-minute video about me while he was on his weekend and sat in a hot car on a hot day and was extremely mad at some shit that I said on the internet. And I didn't even mention his name, but everybody knew I was talking about him. He was right how he responded, but like it's like, damn, I didn't think I could do that to you. I didn't think I can get to you, you know, because my comment was intended to like diss him, just without saying his name. I got like really good at that shit. I'm gonna diss your ass where everybody know that I'm dissing you, but I'm not even gonna give you the promotion by saying your name. You know, your fans just gonna know because they know what you was talking about yesterday. I didn't mean to do that shit though to 78. It just kind of slipped out. It was about um, boxing channels doing reviews on UFC. Like I was talking shit about people and saying like I'm a real boxing channel because I only cover boxing, and talking shit about these boxing channels making UFC reviews. And I started doing this shit and doing reviews so I can get the money. And he was like, I see all of these boxing channels claiming to be real boxing channels, and they making the UFC reviews after seeing what we doing. And like I ignored it when he said it, but when I was making the Conor McGregor video, it just like slipped out, and I was just like, yeah, and I don't give a fuck if you think that if I said I'm a real boxing channel, I was just like being real shitty. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do what the fuck I want to do, and you know some shit. I was fucked up, and that nigga dissed the fuck out of me. But you know what? I did never come back and say nothing back to him. You know, I didn't come back and diss him, or I apologized to him. You know, and then he deleted the video, and we just went on. And now, like, shit, I can hit him when I want to. He just don't check all of his shit, and I never asked for his number, which he probably would give to me. But you know, I respect my
yeah,
OG. I respect my OG. He's just like pissed me off sometimes. It was like a competition too, to me in the beginning. It's like first I want to be like you. I want your success. I'm trying to be better at performing than you. I know I'm not gonna get more views and shit, but I want to be better than you, even if I don't have as much as support as you. And then he never really like liked me and shit, so it kind of like became where you know I don't know. I'll be mad at. I might not. I might be mad at him for not really ever really fucking with me like that. But I'm not gonna diss him on the video and then I just snap and it just happened and I don't really mean to say it. And I upload it on the internet anyway. I don't know, man. I can't
yeah,
be fake. I can't be fake. Like I just can't do it. You know, I can't lie. I can try, but I feel like fuck it. You know, if I feel like talking shit about you, I'm gonna talk shit about you. I'm not. I'm only gonna go as far as I would go if we was in person. You know, if I say that like I would beat your ass on a video, that means that I would say that shit to your face, and I'm willing to like meet up with you and fight. You know, if I call you a bitch on the internet, that means that I would do it in person. You know, it's I ain't like these other dudes. I've really been wanting to fight some of these motherfuckers. Troy King dug me too.
who?
Troy King.
Oh,
I called him out for a fight when the video that did like 500 views or 1,000 views or some shit, maybe more, and he never responded. I asked him for like a no gloves fight. He should do it because he's a mixed martial artist. He just wrap his fucking hands in the hand wrap, but he doesn't. You know, he didn't want to fight. Like that's a fight that he should take. You know what I'm saying? You talk a lot of shit. You a more experienced fighter. I was gonna even go up to the Bay Area. I was gonna have somebody take me up there. You know, or even pay to go up there at that time because I was trying to do it for the promotion, and I was like bored with my fucking career. You know? But like, this nigga ducked the fucking fight.
Damn. I wouldn't expect that from Troy King though.
He might be able to like whoop my ass. She might, maybe not. He ain't taking no tests, and I ain't taking no tests either. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if like whatever supplements he takes will keep him up for a week straight. You know what I'm saying? Be extremely alert and aware and able to function like someone normally would. You ain't got nothing that's gonna compete. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got from GMC is gonna not gonna keep you up the rest of that one day, let alone make you like fucking triple G, strong as fuck. You show up to the fucking weigh-in looking like Canelo and shit. Your whole body is a Draco. You about to kill this bitch, and then this nigga right here, he just like looking like fucking Chavez Jr. No, he might. I might look like Chavez Jr. standing next to him, and he'll look like Canelo, and I would still like take no damage and not fucking be phased by anything that he do. Just Jared hurt his ass,
Just walk through all that shit.
and not even blocking the shots, just taking them. Like I didn't feel that. I didn't know my fucking jaw got broke from that kick. I just knew that like once he kicked me, his foot gonna be off the ground, and I'm gonna scoop his ass and just fuck him up after that.
Damn.
But I challenged him to a fight. I challenged Shakur Stevenson to a fight. I'm really like when I say certain shit about certain people, I offer them the opportunity to fight me. You know, that's what I'm doing with them. Shakur, Keith Thurman, Triple G. Like if I'm calling you a bitch and I'm really being offensive, I call Keith Thurman's wife a bitch on the internet. You know,
Damn.
I fight you. You know, straight up. If you got a problem and you want to fight me because I called your wife a bitch on the internet, like meet me at a gym and I'll fight you. You most likely gonna win, but fuck it. That's how mad I am that I'm gonna attack your wife who took you away from the sport of boxing and me. I hate her for what she's done to your career. But if you want to fight, all of these dudes, I ain't scared of getting knocked out. The police knocked me out one time, and it was like better than not being knocked out. Like if I was didn't get knocked out and they just kicked the shit out of me while I was awake, that would be painful, you know, and terrifying. I just woke up in a different place and noticed that I had been dragged because like it was grass stains and grass on my pants. And I know that I went out at the bottom of a hill and I woke up in the back of a car back at the liquor store that I ran from. You know, it's like I never
Oh
knew I
shit.
was knocked out until I woke up. I didn't even feel the blow that knocked me out. It kind of just like I felt like a push, and what happened was I was like doing these same type of substances and was up 3 days, and like I outrun the police officer to get rid of the weed that I had. I had an ounce of weed in the scale in my car, and that's a delivery, which is a felony in Michigan at that time. I ran and got rid of the weed, and when he finally caught up to me, he dropped his knee on the back of my head. And I seen him running where he wasn't slowing down. I just turned my head, took it, and I just
Damn.
faded out. I could like fade it out like like a movie or some shit. Within 3 seconds, it was like going black, fading to black. Within 3 seconds, I was out and woke up later at the store, still fucking high and screaming. you know,
Damn.
that shit. I'm a wild dude, man.
Oh
Wild
shit.
dude.
Make sure y'all go
I have
subscribe to
fun with
Travis
my
Gotti,
life.
man.
Yeah,
You
subscribe
got
to
to
me.
though.
You know, you never know like if I'm going how I'm gonna approach a video, certain subject. I'm like I got all kinds of different ways to do videos. I really used to perform. Now I'm just kind of like doing the videos, you know. But I like got all kinds of ways to fucking like I can talk slow and like I did with the video pretending to be extremely mad at Spence. I can scream. I can fucking like that's all kinds of shit, bro. Like I had learned in order to be a good conversationalist and to keep people listening longer. You know, it's ways that you can learn how to control your voice, how not to talk excessively and too much at a certain moment, or just say, you could just give like 3 word answers to a specific person in order to like be more specific, mysterious to the people that's paying attention to it. People want to know more about you because you didn't share that much, type of thing. You can say, "Oh, look at me, I'm Travis Gotti, I'm famous on the internet, I make music, I rap, and go check me out." And they be like, "Yeah, fuck you, I ain't going to check out shit." Or you can just be like, "I got a YouTube channel, I make music. People don't really like it and shit, but it's fun." And just say that people gonna want to see it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know this type of shit. I know that I'm saying like donate to my channel where I'm not gonna make videos and shit. Back then, like angry and acting like it's just the end of the world when I know how it's gonna be received. But people know the overall goal is just to make boxing videos, so I'm just gonna do it anyways. And I need this money. Like I'm extremely fucking smart. You know, I do this. I learned more than what I needed by far. You know, like I know people. You know, I know how to take advantage of weaknesses, how to attack someone's weaknesses. You know, how to repair them too. Like a woman can be extremely damaged emotionally and mentally in a certain area, and I'll cater to that and make her feel like fucking Queen Elizabeth, and then now like I'm like she is gonna do whatever I want. I own her. Like that emotional shit that she was going through was a weakness that she had, you know, and I rebuilt her, and now she's reliant on me, and I win. Everything that you have is mine, and you're gonna give me whatever I want if you can do it because you love me now. And that's what I wanted you to do. Your love towards me doesn't surprise me. It surprises you because you didn't plan on it. It's expected for me. About fucking time, bitch. Get, give me the rest of that check. Oh, that that dick was good last night. The fuck is you talking about? You want to start like managing your own money, bitch? You better give me the rest of that fucking check after them bills. Stop playing with me. Shit,
Oh shit.
I got game, and I can use it like on anybody. Like really to get my way. Type of person that you really don't want to chase. Some people will call a person like me a snake, but it ain't really like a snake to people that you're not fucking over. It's just a snake to people that might have been your victim. You know, shit. I'm really just trying to blow up and trying to do whatever it takes to blow up. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Like if you ain't gonna help me, I might outsmart you or manipulate you into helping me. But even I manipulate you into dissing me, so I can use it for promotion. Fucking 78 dissed me in front of 50,000 subscribers. Motherfuckers was talking about that diss to me for like a couple months, maybe like 3 months, where people was still saying shit about like that nigga hold you out, you know. Every now and then it go quiet and somebody bring it up. But that shit like promoted the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? I was worthy of him being that upset, and being talked about, which made me more important and worthy of his subscribers to go check me out. It promoted me, you know.
Yeah.
I really was trying to piss him off because I was mad. Don't be sneak dissing me on your videos because I'm fucking trying to make some UFC money. Shit, I'm trying to get paid, but I was being a hypocrite, and contradicting myself. But like, you ain't gotta call it out. And he ain't say my name when he just said boxing channels, and then I was just like dissing him about what he said, but I didn't say his name either. Motherfuckers knew he was talking shit about me too. You know, I was just snap, but like fuck it. I made everybody. It's fun fucking with people's head to me. Out slicking people and shit. It's fun. Like it's a challenge to like try to counter something and then become superior enough where you can just, you know, outsmart everything and you have all of the wheels greased and fucking information figured out. You just go through. Like I fucking worked my way throughout the sport of boxing, personality through personality, camp through camp, promoter by promoter, fighter by fighter, and channel by channel. Where okay, I'm gonna support this fighter, and I know that he has more support. Like he gets more views on his videos. He's a popular guy. Or this guy right here I don't like, so I'm just gonna diss him no matter what. Like, how are people gonna view it? People are okay with me dissing Triple G, but I can't really diss Errol Spence. Like, oh, it's a little bullshit, man. I'm gonna say that,
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna say that I think that Danny Garcia is gonna beat Keith Thurman when I really don't believe that. You know, I fucking know that Keith Thurman is gonna beat Danny Garcia, but if I say that, I can't sell that story again because everybody already they believe the same thing. There's nothing else to talk about. But if you be controversial and you say that Danny Garcia will beat Keith Thurman, and you try to provide like logical points to defend that argument, you're gonna piss people off because you're trying to like play with their emotions and treat them like they stupid. Talking all of this shit when you know damn well that Thurman is about to fuck this dude up. But it gives boxing fans something to talk about, and it's good for the sport of boxing. And the videos was entertaining, and I never lied. Well, maybe I never even said that Danny Garcia would. I say like Danny Garcia could possibly beat Keith Thurman because you know Keith Thurman is weak to the body, and Danny Garcia is a decent body puncher.
Right.
But I said possibly. I always would add that possibly. That means that if I'm wrong, I'm not liable for it. And I'm gonna say I didn't say that Danny Garcia was gonna beat Thurman. I said he could possibly. You know,
That's a
Deontay
good one.
Wilder. I could defend Anthony Joshua beating Deontay Wilder, even if I really believe that Wilder will win the fight, just because I want the support from Joshua's fans. I could be like, man, like Wilder most likely would beat Joshua. See, I say that right there. Most likely would beat Joshua. I'm making my statement where that's how I feel. But then I'll be like, Deontay Wilder most likely would beat Joshua, but I don't know, man. Joshua looked like he getting better, man, and he might possibly he might knock Wilder the fuck out. I said might. You never know what could happen in a boxing match, in a fight. Wilder's a little older. Joshua hit harder. He might just knock fucking Wilder the fuck out. And I'm still using all of these words where I'm not committing to my stance, but nobody notices, you know,
Yeah. No,
unless
you
they
right.
try to call me out. Like, shit, master the game. Shit, learn everything. I'm just letting people know, like, it's all kinds of shit that I study. Really, I'm talking to you, you know, because
Yeah.
it's like other things that you might not have thought of that can like help you, outsmart people,
No,
learn how to be. You're working in the media, you've never really like kind of seem like you will support fighters that you really don't want to support for like a certain reason or I don't know. Like I fucking pretended to like Amir Khan type of shit. Like if you really feel like Canelo lose against Triple G, that's what you're gonna talk about. It seems like. Me, I'm gonna be nice to Canelo because I live in Southern California, and it's primarily Mexicans, and I receive fucking favors from these Mexicans. I get protected from at the fights. If you try to run up on me, you're gonna run up on 20 Mexicans. You know, it's a Mexican that's comping all of my drinks, and drinks is on the house is paying for all of this shit. You know,
Yeah.
and this fucking Mexican games in LA, like Danny Garcia, shit, might not had nothing to do about the race, but he makes me more money than Keith Thurman. You know, so I'm gonna talk shit about Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia, but when it comes down to it, I gotta go with the money. You know, unless I really just don't fuck with you like that. You know,
Yeah.
Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter, I fuck with. I really like was about fed up with Shawn Porter's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It was just like waiting for the shit to come to a head, and then them deciding to make that fight official. Now I'm about to get rid of your ass because you've been on some bullshit for a long time, and I'm gonna go with my money guy, Danny Garcia. Even though I feel like you gonna beat his ass, I'm still gonna support him and ride for him. You know. Well, no. In that case, I feel like Danny Garcia is gonna beat Porter, but I felt like Thurman was gonna beat Danny Garcia. You know, of course, but I'm still gonna ride for him because fuck Thurman.
Yep.
I supported Cherry Picker over Thurman just because I was different. Even with no, I ain't gonna say that, but yeah, sometimes people be like, your picks are always wrong. You know, you sound knowledgeable in your videos, but your picks when you picking fighters to win fights be wrong a lot. It's because I'm intentionally going for the underdog and being controversial is what I was doing. You know, because I can sell you more products being a fraud. But if I be honest and tell you how I truly feel, I can't sell you as many products because I'm not like deceiving you. The truth is like, there's the fucking door. Get the fuck out. That's the door right there. That's the truth. You can get the fuck up out of my face and get out of here. A lie is, bro, you really need to be getting the fuck up out of here because, like, you know, I got a gun and I'm fucking stressed the fuck out. And, like, you know, I don't want to kill you. And I don't got no fucking gun nowhere in sight. You know, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm like, yo, I need to get the fuck up off of this shit. Hey,
Hey,
but
hey, we'll
no,
end it
like
here, man.
I always try to be controversial to get people something to think about. Be like, oh, the sky is blue. Yeah, the sky is blue. And, or you can just be like, you know what? What if the sky wasn't really blue and it was a mixture between red and purple, and it looks blue, but it's really like a reflection of this purple shit, and you can only see it when the sun is down and the moon is out. What it looks blue, but it's not really blue. It's just a reflection of the sun. And you see how it really looks when the sun goes down and the moon is out. Like you'll fucking like blow people's mind. Like,
Hell
what?
yeah.
I never even thought of that shit like that. Like the sky is purple when the sun go down and the moon is up. And you know, with it being brighter, it's just light that's hitting the purple, making it. I think of all kinds of little ways to fucking fuck with people's head and shit. Especially
Yeah.
like if I can drag this shit out, and then I like use it to my advantage in every video leading up to that fight. That's what I used to do. Now I don't give a fuck enough. These motherfuckers done piss me off. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. Like if my channel grows, like it's gonna grow. You know, but like I'm not about to give a fuck enough to like do to try to do extra shit. I made it, and I'm going. My shit is gonna rebuild, and I'm like settled. I'm like an OG now, like a fucking like what's his MC8 on Minister Societies. You there? You there?
Minister Society. You taking it back with that?
Yeah, yeah. I don't even watch TV, bro. So that's a classic. But like
Yeah.
MC8, the one driving the car and shit. I'm
Oh
MC8
yeah.
now. Like I like to watch other people do dirt, and like you be like O Dog and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth, like that. Errol Spence is a fraud, and he's ducking Terence Crawford. You might just be like, he's putting the fight off. He acting like he don't want to make the fight, but I don't want to say he's ducking because you don't want to piss off his fan base, but you want to be honest too. Or you might just like say he's not ducking because you want to support him and be a fraud like him to get money. It shit. Hey, it is what it is. People do all kinds of different shit. But me, fuck these niggas. I diss these niggas to their face, like on video. Like, what the fuck you gonna do? I fight these motherfuckers are small, man. These fighters are little as fuck. Like Errol Spence is small as fuck. He ain't no weight bully. That dude's skinny like a fucking crack baby. Like, he's just like weird skinny, like my little cousin was. Like that was real bony, and like he eat the same food as us, but he might eat a little bit more cereal. But he like extra bony and shit. His whole front chest is just like a bone. With his little, that nigga is like. And then when he pushed me off when I was trying to get the picture. I don't know if you saw that, but he felt weak, like somebody that was very light, way lighter than me, trying to push me out the way, but you're not strong enough unless you use a lot of force because you just a little nigga. You know, that's what he is. Like Danny
Oh
Garcia is
shit.
bigger. He's a bigger welterweight than Errol Spence. He ain't no weight bully for real. He's like a shit. I don't know. He's fucking torturing himself to make that weight, but he's skinny though. Maybe he doesn't have to torture himself. Like that nigga little than a mother. And Shawn Porter is extremely short. This nigga, man, like that nigga's way down there. He like Don Juan. Oh, you don't even know. Like with Into the Arena, he's like. Let me think.
He's shorter than
That
Broner.
dude like that dude. Yeah, way shorter. He's like 5'5" at the most. Broner's like 5'7". Me and Broner about like head to head because I'm like 5'7.5", about 5'8". But Porter is way down there. It's crazy how he can like give these fighters that good. That's probably why he got to be rough. Because if you try to stay on the outside, you're too little. He's not 5'6". He could even be like 4'5", 4.5". That shit is embarrassing.
That's just embarrassing. Hell no.
It's embarrassing to be that fucking short and to be a grown ass man. Like that's a big name fighter. You know, if you was just some like pimp like Cat Williams, you can be short like that and get away with it. But you a tough guy, really, for the most part. Who was a football player, rough as fuck to the fighters that he's fighting, and you just a midget. Yeah,
Hell
that
no.
nigga's
That's
like,
funny as
and
hell.
Bradley is that short too. He's taller than Bradley, but Bradley is like a dwarf. Like he's like about 5'4". Shawn Porter would be
What?
like 5'5". Yeah, Bradley don't even look like a regular human being. You know, he's so short, and they lie
They
about
killing
it.
me with this shit.
They lie about it because 5'6" is more marketable than 5'4". You know, so Bradley was doing all of this shit to all of these fighters and like outboxing everybody but Pacquiao, and he's only 5'4". You know, maybe not a power puncher, but hitting him hard enough to keep him off of him. He hitting hard. You know, he just can't knock him out because I fucking experienced and heard how loud that his punches is. Like he's punching the fuck out of these motherfuckers. Type of
Damn.
shit that had you like, oh, you would be like that at a Bradley fight. But he's a fucking dwarf as fuck. Let me see if I had all my. Let's see if I can get my other phone on here and like show you how little these motherfuckers is. If you got something to do, you can like end this whenever you want. I'm just like fuck it. If people still listening, then
It's like fluctuating up and down. What
Huh?
happened to you? It's fluctuating up and down and shit. I gotta leave in a
Say
little
what?
bit. I gotta leave in like about 5 minutes. But no, the people is like fluctuating. We got 12 watching now. What
Oh
up,
yeah,
Kiwi? What
yeah.
up,
But the
Kiwi?
like those probably wasn't the original 12. So we got people coming and going. But the
Yeah.
total number probably still be big. Yeah. I'm just like talking shit just to be fucking doing something. I guess I ain't gonna be able to do what I wanted to do. I was gonna go downtown. Well, I might go down there and see if I can find me somebody, but I ain't gonna be able to buy what I wanted. I wanted a power bank. But yeah. Let me see who else. Floyd is like 5'8", 5'7.5", real close to 5'8". These fighters is really like small as fuck though. And who the fuck else I seen? Like that nigga that Charlo fought, J Rock was real small.
He looked little as hell on TV when they were fighting.
Yeah, he looked little as hell walking around the. Oh no, never mind. I was like my point was. Yeah, he was looking skinny as fuck walking around there. He looked like a little boy. And fucking Orlando Salido is like a fucking movie star, out here. So is Gabriel Rosado, even though they both like get their ass whooped all the time. You know, all of these fighters got little shit about them. Who the fuck? Like fucking uh, Carlos Cuadras photobombed us at the fight, like when we was taking a picture with Jesse Vargas, and he was drunk at that fight.
Shit, how tall is Chocolatito? Yo, you heard me? What the fuck? You there? This shit cut off? Yo, y'all still hear me? Yo, y'all still hear me in the chat? Or what's up?
Oh yeah, my bad. Like I just got a call. Like the dude that was gonna cut my hair, he's like ready to do it now. So I'm gonna have to go down there and get my hair cut. We was about at the end of this shit, but you know,
All
these
right, bro. It's
niggas
cool.
really. It's
Yeah.
crazy, like seeing the fighters in person and shit. I'm just gonna like do the end on this note since we was personalizing. You got to make it to these fights, bro. Start going to fights. What city and state you live in?
I'm in Chicago.
Chicago. Damn, that's like far away from Texas, far away from New York.
I mean,
Shit.
it's nothing to get a flight. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, but it costs. You got to pay for a hotel too.
yeah, and it usually be a more expensive during, I guess, around the time the fights be happening and shit.
You gotta fuck with your subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know somebody that live in New York, motherfuckers would just be happy to like have Hitman staying the night at their house if they like got their own spot. Cause I would let a nigga stay at my crib if they wanted, if I fuck with them. But that shit could get expensive going out of state. Damn. Cause it's like once you go into the fights, you like get to know them as people. Like that's how you meet them and shit, and you see how they are, how they act around other fighters and other people, what kind of person they really is. Errol Spence was wrong for how he turned down my picture. He did it because he was in a rush, which is worse to me than doing it because I dissed him. He just was like, "Fuck this! You waited until I was leaving. I'm not giving you a fucking picture." That was his attitude towards it. I thought it was just because I was talking shit about him. It was because he wasn't about to be held up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But shit. Let me see who else. Fucking, I don't know, man. Fucking Jesse Vargas wouldn't say shit because he knew I was dissing him on the internet. He wouldn't talk to me, but he wouldn't fucking offer any resistance either. He just did the picture and wouldn't say one word.
What the fuck? He didn't say shit to you at all?
And he didn't say shit. And I kept trying to talk to him. And I was wondering what the fuck was wrong with him. I thought he was on something. And then I remembered like how bad I was talking about him after he lost to Pacquiao. And he watched our videos. I know for a fact because he was on 78's channel. talking about what people were saying when he had bumps on this shit. So
Oh
he he
shit!
would he wouldn't say nothing back to me. I could use that and turn that into like a beef because I got a picture where you could see me talking to him and he's looking at into the picture. I'm looking at him with my mouth going, and it's just because he's like he don't want to deny me a picture, but he ain't brave enough to confront me about it. Even though he got a
Damn, why you
problem.
ain't say nothing? He seemed.
I didn't really remember think that it was like because of our distance, you know. But I was just trying to like say talk to him. I don't know what I was talking about, but trying to get him to be more talkative.
That's still
You
weird as
know,
fuck that he would do some. That he would still take a picture with you, but he ain't saying shit. That's
it
weird.
no, it's really that's how he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be that way because I'm talking shit about him. How you gonna be talking shit about somebody on the internet and then try to take a picture with them when you see them?
You
He's
right.
supposed to not like me.
You right,
You
but
know,
I mean, I'm surprised he would still take a picture with you. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. If you had a problem like that, you shouldn't even do it.
Right. He shouldn't even take the picture.
Yeah,
That
and
Leo
he
Santa
did.
Cruz shit to this day though, that shit was funny as fuck. He dissed
I
the
had
fuck
that.
out of you, and then when you got on video, started talking shit. This motherfucker made you a personalized video, apologizing and shit, and he ain't even mean that shit either.
Yeah, he just like realized he was dealing with a reporter who can fucking make shit ugly, make ruin
Yeah,
his image, and that's why he did it. It was
he was,
still flattering, but I
he
had
was
that
like,
video. I had that shit for so long, and I just put it out on a Sunday because I was bored,
he was
and
like, yo, he was talking to his Mexican fans, nobody else.
and that shit blew up. I never knew that it would blow up like that. Like that shit got like fucking 5,000 views before it even had 5 hours up. That shit went crazy. But he was taking pictures with the Mexicans before he was taking pictures with me, you know.
he
But
tapped this nigga on his
that's
back. He pretends like he even fucking see you, man.
that's yeah. He did that twice. You could feel somebody tapping you, and yeah. But that's what everybody do. White people like tend to the white people first. Black people do that shit a lot. White people got to be careful because they'll get called out for racism. They can't look out for their own like everybody else. You're racist if you do the shit that we do. Yeah, but I gotta go, bro. This nigga down here waiting on me.
All right, man. I'm gonna link up with you tomorrow.
All right, for
All right,
sure.
y'all. Hitman Boxing. Follow Travis Gotti. Go follow his channel. Subscribe. I'm out.